even good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Not this one.
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Does it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning, Tyvis.
Oh, good morning, Mr. T-Bone.
It's good to be, today I feel back in the routine because Monday I was off from vacation, coming back. Yesterday was all about like my body clock was all off. I was on a different time zone. I was,
Did you get some sleep like 2 nights ago?
Yeah, I got some, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't like the normal sleep. And then it's, getting back into the routine now. I mean, yesterday was like full on normal routine. It was great. Had my normal daily Twinkie that I have.
That's that's sad. That is. I will say.
That's for you. I
will say. Yesterday, I thought about you. I had a maple donut.
Did you really?
I did.
What prompted this? Because you were anti-donut, I know.
We went to Walmart and she got these things of donuts, and I ate a donut. But that's
was
not.
Was it good?
It was really good, actually. But that's not the thing. I am hooked on these. I went to Menards on.
Save big money.
I went to Menards Sunday. I went to Menards because
it's like a true dad.
I had a this is a long story.
Oh God. Good. Let's start off. Nate is filling in today, by the way, for Dylan. Just buckle in because Tyvis has a long story.
It's not a long
story. It means I have less to do.
It's not a long story. I'm gonna make it quicker than what it is.
Okay.
Long story short, I had my internet. When they first installed the internet, Spectrum installed my internet, they put it on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Which you shouldn't do. You should put it in a central location.
Yes, right.
So I made Spectrum come back out there.
By the way, must be nice. 3 floors? Wow. Good for you.
Look at that. It's a basement, middle floor, and upstairs.
Okay.
Stop it.
So you're upstairs is where it was.
Yes.
All right, fine.
Anyways, I made him come get it and put it back on the main floor. So the basement could get it and the upstairs can get it as well. And when they did that, the place that we live in, they didn't put like an Ethernet connector, the little wall port.
Yes, you can plug it in.
They had the old school style where you plug the TV cable into it.
Oh, yeah, you don't want that.
Right. So I had to go to Menards to go get the faceplate that fits the Ethernet.
See. Yes.
So when I got to Menards, they had these Welch's popsicles, the ones in the plastic pack that you bite off the tip and then you just eat the popsicle.
Yeah, it's like you're talking like the stick.
The little like stick thing.
A whole plastic tube of juice that has been frozen.
Correct.
Yes.
So Welch's had that.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Have you not had one of those in a while?
I've been knocking them things back. I skip dinner to eat them. I eat that all day and just skip dinner. That's where I'm at in my life right now.
Dude, there was no better feeling as a kid, at least for me. One of the greatest feelings in the summer was when you would have one of those, you would get it about halfway, and then you'd be like talking to a friend. You're outside, you're all eating them, and then you would look down and see that it had turned from being mostly frozen
to melted
like
juice.
Yes, but it was like juice with ice in it.
Yeah.
And you could like then shoot it like a little shot. Like as a kid, you didn't know it was a shot, but you're just like you just take that down, and then you got more ice.
This is exactly what I was doing yesterday.
And see, I used to wrap the end of that around my finger to seal it. Because if I was going to go like ride my bike or walk, I would just wrap the end around my finger and hold it with my thumb so it's sealed. And then if it melted more, I get to do that again. And then I would go to wherever I was going next. And then
you better than me because first of all, the ones when I was a kid wasn't that long. Like they were like the little ones.
Oh no, ours were like a foot long.
And I used to just bang the whole thing. Boom, it's gone.
Yeah.
So
well, that's why you're an elite athlete. I didn't have the capacity for that. So but those, you're right. Those little frozen pop things they're clutch. I don't know what it is about it being in a sleeve because the ones on a stick are good too. But I would, if you gave me a choice,
I'd take the sleeve.
I'd take the sleeve 100%. Yes. I don't know if that's just I don't know if that's just because the way we were raised. I have no idea. But like that, I'd have that over the ones with the, like you can have the one with the gumball eyes, like the SpongeBob one, or the Ninja Turtle ones.
The Ninja Turtle one was elite. I used to stop that truck, that ice cream truck. Let me get one of them Ninja Turtles.
Was yours always Leonardo?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know there was another.
There isn't, I don't think, because we go to our pool now in Marysville, and they have a concession stand, and they sell those. And the only one my kids ever come back with is a Leonardo.
Which one? Mikey Angelo?
There definitely was a Raphael at one point.
Was there a Raphael?
Yes.
Okay.
I only seen
I've definitely had many of them in my life.
I'll tell you, that's good, because I like those. Don't get me wrong, but usually when the ice cream truck came around, my family was like, that's good for someone else. We have stuff in the freezer, so you can just go get one of those if you're really hungry. And what we had in the freezer was those sleeves. Yeah. And that's what we would eat. But yeah, I don't know why. Like, I'm surprised I didn't eat more of those myself, because as a kid, I was a super fan of the Ninja Turtles. Like, I had the bedspread.
That's all I asked for. Because, first of all, it was always hard to get that truck to stop. So when you got it to stop, it was like $2. It was like the most expensive thing. Yeah. It was like $2.50 or something like that. And I used to always, let me get that. I need that Ninja Turtle off you. Let me go ahead and get that. The gumballs was always hard.
They're not even, I don't even know what they're made. They're not gum.
You chew it for like 5 seconds and
I think it's the stuff they now put on the back of those like command strips. I think that's just, it was a ball of that. Just some kind of resin. It wasn't even gum.
Yeah, but the popsicle was delicious.
Yeah. No, I loved the Ninja Turtles so much as a kid. And they had, speaking of Ninja Turtles food things, they had a Hostess. You know the fry pies, like the apple pie that you could get in a little bag. It's like $1, right? They had a cream pie that was like a Ninja Turtles version.
Like oatmeal cream pie?
No. It was just like those fry pies that have fruit filling in them.
I know what you're talking about.
Instead of that, it was like a custard pudding-y kind of filling.
You like that?
Not really, but it was Ninja Turtles, and I was dedicated to the marketing. So I went for anything Ninja Turtles. But when you bit into it, if I remember correctly, because the whole thing was Ninja Turtles 2 was the secret of the ooze. So you were in that. It was supposedly the ooze is what was coming out of that pie.
I don't do that custard stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it now either. Despite what I look like,
Nate, you seem like you'd take a custard donut down.
Do you remember those, Nate? Do you remember those Ninja Turtle pies that Hostess had? Did you ever have one of those? Because those were, I thought those were one of the best things they ever made.
I don't think I ever had any one of them.
Yeah, they were. I don't know. There's probably just a limited run for the movie promotion of like Ninja Turtles 2, but Secret of the Ooze,
good movie.
One of the
Kevin
best.
Nash.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
I just don't like the way that sound. Ooze.
Ooze? You don't like the word ooze?
No.
Why?
I don't know. It reminds me of the episode of SpongeBob where they said the walls will ooze green slime.
Okay, so what is? How does that? How's that bad? How's that bad? Is what I'm saying.
Like,
does it give you? You don't like the word ooze?
It just oozes out. I don't like that.
No, I think if you were talking about a wound oozing, then I would say that's gross. That's disgusting. No, but the secret of the ooze, it was like the stuff that turned them into turtles. It was radioactive.
It's the lore.
Yeah, it's great.
No, that's bad marketing.
I love it.
Bad marketing.
Of the Ninja Turtles movies, Secret of the Ooze. Actually, I think I saw something this week. The original Ninja Turtles, they're putting it back in theaters for a couple days.
And they're releasing the entire trilogy on 4K.
Are they really?
Yep.
You going to see it?
I don't know, but I might get the DVD. I might get the 4K Blu-rays for my nephews and kids.
I may drag my kids like right out of school and be like, take them out of class. Like they just started. I don't care. Get them out. You got to go see this. The original Ninja Turtles. That one was dark.
That would interest them?
It better. It's a great film. It's one of the dark.
First one's super dark. Actually,
it's super dark, dude. Like you have, is it Leonardo who's sitting in the bathtub or Raphael? Raphael's the one who's like. Raphael's going through like a manic depressive episode. Like he's off.
Have you ever?
And they are trying to like salvage him because they think Splinter died. It's a whole thing. April O'Neil's kind of like she's 80s hot. I wouldn't say she's hot, but she's 80s hot.
Have you never like had a moment where like as a kid this was the greatest thing, but now it's just not the same?
Oh, plenty of times.
That might be this situation.
No. Let me tell you, Ninja Turtles 2 for me when I was a kid, like with Kino slinging the pizzas and like doing karate, that was the ultimate for me. When I went back and watched Ninja Turtles 2 now, and I've seen him and like, okay, it wasn't as good. The first Ninja Turtles, I actually didn't like that much as a kid because like, this is boring. What is all this exposition and like they're talking too much?
Character development and
but
stuff.
it's like now you watch it and you're like, it's actually a decent movie. They tried to do a real film with animatronic turtles walking around. Then by the third one where they were off in Japan or whatever, it was just, we're just goofing around.
How you feel? Like a movie that I thought was the greatest thing when I was a kid was like Space Jam or Mortal Kombat or Jerry Springer, which, by the way,
it's not a movie,
as
but
an adult, all three of those are still really good to me.
Okay, that's fair. I'm telling you that the first Ninja Turtles is worth a watch. Like it's
I feel like I haven't seen the Ninja
gritty.
Turtles in a long time.
Oh, the first Ninja Turtles is gritty. Second one is where they were like, yay, this is fun, and it's all about the marketing.
See, the first one is like the comics, whereas the second one is like the cartoon.
Yes, and I liked the cartoon as a kid, but the comics...
they're like killing people all the time.
Eastman and Laird.
It's dark.
Eastman and Laird were like, they were messing around.
I gotta go back and watch the Ninja Turtles.
There we go. By the way, this has turned into a Ninja Turtles show. There's no sports now. It's just Ninja Turtles for the future of the show. All right, Tyvis yesterday. We have plenty of things coming up today. The Huddle is coming up at 8 o'clock, so we'll get all your NFL questions out there. But coming up next, Tyvis texted me yesterday, and he was pissed off about something. And we're going to talk about that next because he didn't get that ticked off that often, but mad yesterday. We're going to talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Wednesday morning to you. Well, we are noticing a little bit more traffic start to build up, especially for folks over in New Albany, particularly at that 161 eastbound portion, just past 62 and over by Beach Road. No problems out there, no crashes, just some slowdowns, looking at 25 miles per hour for your travel times out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, trips to a first-round postseason game, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday. Live in Columbus. Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday with special guest Foxing Kemba Live Outdoor Saturday, October 23rd. Get tickets now at AXS.com. Brought to you by Promo West Productions.
Tailgate season is here, and if your grill makes you have to duck when you light it, it's time for an upgrade. Billiards Plus carries top-of-the-line grills that you can pass down to your kids and gifts the whole family will enjoy. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter, and there was a time I dreaded getting out of bed in the morning. I dreaded doing my workouts. I dreaded trying to carry my kids around because nothing felt good. My knee was bothering me. And I know there's a lot of folks out there that are going through the same thing. Years of sports or abuse or whatever it is on your body is taking its toll. Do not wait any longer. There is a treatment protocol that doesn't require surgery, doesn't require pills. It's going to repair and restore the joint tissue itself. We're talking about natural cellular therapies with my friends over at QC Kinetics. I checked them out. My dad checked them out. No long recovery, just the relief that you need. You can bring your x-rays, your MRIs to QC Kinetics for free. There's no pressure. The chat, they're going to evaluate you, look at you, lay out a protocol to see if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. Just call QC Kinetics at 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Get your air conditioner fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling, 1-800-COOLING.
Rothman and Ice.
Your front office has the ability to maneuver these numbers around. Cap space is a thing, but sometimes the way it looks on paper, it's not as concrete as it may seem.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Do you want to sell your property, however, you need a little help getting through the process? Let's say you have years of belongings in the home. It needs a lot of updating, you're overwhelmed, you might not be big on technology, and you may need help finding a place to go. I will help you. Maybe you've gone through a divorce or a bad breakup or a relative moved out. It's been hard, and you just want to take what you want and leave the rest behind. I will help you. Retiring and want to sell your commercial properties or land. I will help you. Sellers, whether you're selling as is or selling for top dollar, you're no longer alone. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or call me now for an all-cash offer and, more importantly, the help you need at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan. Partly cloudy, warm and humid on your Wednesday morning. Temperatures in the upper 60s. During the day, back in the low 80s. Partly sunny skies, light winds, and lower humidity. And during the day on Thursday, partly sunny skies, temperatures in the mid 80s, and just the risk of a late day shower. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, we learned a few things in the first segment, which is apparently producer Nate and I have a shared love of the Ninja Turtles. Also, we learned that Tyvis doesn't like the word ooze.
Ugh.
And that in the chat, so AJ Hawks Tua said, how does Tyvis feel about the word moist?
I hate that.
Yeah. Moist and ooze are both bad. Both bad.
Moist.
Aces in the chat, or Ace23 said, in the UK they were called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because they thought ninja was too violent. Really? I mean, I thought that was...
I've never heard of Hero Turtles.
It's the most random collection of words ever, right? Teenage, mutant, ninja, and then turtles. Putting all that together makes sense to me now. But when the first person came up with that, right? Eastman and Laird, the guys who came with that comic, how did they just say, like, yeah, this is what we're doing? They're ninjas, they're turtles, they're teenagers. It all makes sense. This is perfect.
Yeah, I did. Mutant Ninja.
Whole thing. It's perfect. Don't change. No notes. Don't change.
Is it Teenage Mutant or is it Mutant Teenage?
No, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
There was a song and everything. I know it's a little before your time, but they had a song for the cartoon. The cartoon was just for kids.
See, like the cartoon is like one that I feel like I didn't really watch. Like I feel like I've seen a couple of the movies.
You had a poor childhood.
But like
yeah.
And I like played the arcade game, but I just feel like I didn't like to sit down and watch Ninja Turtles. Like I don't think I ever did that.
Here are the three cartoons I watched the most as a kid. I watched the Ninja Turtles. I watched the X-Men cartoon.
I was immediately about to say X-Men.
X-Men cartoon was great.
I didn't watch that cartoon either.
And let me tell you one that if you've never watched it, if you are a grown-up who likes good stories and you can deal with some okay animation, it's not great, the Batman, the animated series, oh my gosh, it is one of the greatest TV shows ever made. It is why I fell in love with Batman.
So let me get this right. You will watch it today?
Yeah.
Batman the Animated Series is one of the best shows of all time.
Tyvis.
And the movie is legitimately like the second best Batman movie.
Yeah.
Y'all are lying to yourselves. I'm telling y'all right now. It wouldn't be as good as you think.
Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah.
It won't be as good.
Yeah.
It would not be as good as you thought.
And then they brought them all back for the Arkham video games, and it's just great.
Dude, you like, what's her face? Harley Quinn. You know Harley Quinn in the Batman movies?
Yes.
You know, right? She's from Batman the Animated Series. Never was in a comic book.
Luke Skywalker is the Joker.
Yeah. Mark Hamill voiced the Joker in this. The guy who played Luke Skywalker. It's tremendous. I'm telling you. And the Batman voice is the best Batman voice I've ever heard. Bar none.
I'd have to watch an episode. What is it? What you say?
Batman the Animated Series. Just look it up. Watch a clip. Watch the intro. Just watch the intro on YouTube, and you will find it is awesome.
Okay, hold on.
No, you're not now. We have a show we're doing.
I'm putting it in my history so I can go back and watch
It's on Max, I think.
Tyvis, don't you have to clear that history out every so often anyway, just to make sure? Oh, wait, I forgot. You got the stick.
You got to delete cookies. Delete
Mr.
Cookies.
Delete Cookies over here. All right, so you texted me yesterday because you were mad, and I don't blame you because I thought this was stupid too. Auburn announced yesterday they are claiming 4 more national championships.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, so here's what they said. This is their AD, John Cohen. He said, for too long, Auburn has chosen a humble approach to our program's storied history, choosing to recognize only Associated Press national championships. But starting this fall, we've made the decision to honor the accomplishments of our deserving student athletes, coaches, and teams from Auburn's proud history. So the teams that they are now claiming, because the ones they claimed before were from 1913, 1957, 83, 93, and 2010. Now they've added in titles from 1910, 1914, 1958, and this is, I think, the most controversial one, 2004, which hold on.
We had a game in 2004.
We had a BCS championship game at that point. You weren't in it. I remember it being controversial at the time. They were 12-0, but they were ranked behind 2 other undefeated teams, USC and Oklahoma. It was one of those scenarios that was bizarre because we had 3 undefeated teams. Rarely happened, but it did that year. They didn't get the chance to play. And so people said, well, after USC destroyed Oklahoma,
it's because
maybe Auburn should have gotten to play. Maybe it would have been a better game.
People like to hindsight that year. The SEC was straight up garbage in 2004.
That's exactly
there
right.
Were 4 teams above 500.
Yeah, it was bad. So, but Auburn is going to claim that championship.
They claiming it because USC had to vacate to win, right?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. But still,
they are. This is such a loser's mentality. Like, why do you feel you need to do this?
Because they were 14th in the SEC last year and they're going to be bad again.
Like, that's sad. Like, this is disgusting to me. Like, I saw this and this is why, one, I really don't. No disrespect. Again, no disrespect to anybody that played before the BCS. If you feel like you won a national championship, cool. As far as me, as I'm concerned, I don't pay attention to if they didn't play a game, a literal game for the championship. I don't really count it. I know Ohio State is like, well, we got like 6 of them, or what? We got 9. Yeah, 6 of them is before that. And I'm like, I get that. Okay, whatever. So I acknowledge 3. I get that, but Auburn is sad for this. Like this, the 2004 one, like all right, if you want to make a case for all the other ones, whatever. But the 2004 one, like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I get their frustration that they played every game they could and didn't lose, and yet they get nothing for it. But also, we did have a season. It did occur. You didn't get. No, I think that's stupid. I think it's dumb that we're acknowledging this. And honestly, I'm with you that I would have probably in years past said, no, that's college football history. But you're right. We have had now almost 30 years of BCS. Because when did it start? Like 98? Was it 97? Something
97.
Around that. Right, whatever. It was around that time. Like, I mean, it's 2025. Like, we're more than 25 years into this thing now. Like, we have, I think,
98.
Okay. So we have a pretty good track record of who did what in that time period. And I think however you want to slice it, obviously Ohio State is always going to be one of the top teams based on national championships. If you count the ones from when there was, like, I don't know, a cigarette manufacturer had a poll and they awarded a championship. And then, somewhere Minnesota's like, that's ours. Yeah. And it's like, okay, great. But I don't need 9 national championships from 1947. I need to know who was actually good one time. And if you couldn't settle that back then, I'm with you. I'd rather just focus on the ones where we had a game and it was played on the field and we tried to settle it that way.
So if we go post BCS, so BCS to now.
Yeah.
Auburn now allegedly has 2. That's what you're trying to tell.
But again, did they play in the national championship game? No. Then I don't count it.
I agree.
I don't care if they count it. I don't count it. As much as we can have the argument about what may have happened, we could talk about that USC thing too, because quite frankly, I don't think we should worry about the fact that there was cheating back then, because if we're going to count Michigan's championship from 2 years ago, then Ohio State should get all their wins back from the Tressel era that we had to give up with Tatgate. And you should count those USC victories, because that cheating is not nearly as egregious as what Michigan just got away with.
Can OSU put up a banner for 2012?
Yeah. Hey,
I don't want to hear anyone about UCF.
That was an undefeated season. Undefeated, not allowed to go to the postseason.
The UCF thing was laughable. They have lost their mind.
No, but they looked at it as undefeated.
Do they really like all jokes aside? They really claim a national championship?
I don't know if they do it I don't think anybody cares, but I don't know what they do at the school. To be fair, I know there were a lot of unofficial banners and unofficial things, but I don't know if you go to UCF's school, do they? If you go to their athletic facility, they have something up that says national champions, whatever year that was.
According to my Google search, UCF officially claims the 2017 football national championship based on their undefeated 13-0 in Peach Bowl victory over.
Okay. That's kind of campy and fun for me, just because it's UCF. It's not like Auburn's a real program. UCF is, that's cool that they did that for a few years. Fine, you're never getting back to that. That doesn't bother me.
This is
Auburn's a real football program trying to pass this off like it's legitimate.
I like on the Auburn On3 site, they're talking about what championships they're claiming. For 2004, it's several, including the Darryl Perry college football ratings.
Who is
They're
that?
the Darryl Perry champions.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
It seems like that they're getting to a point where they're like, hey, we may never get another championship, or it might be a while, so we have to make this look good.
I was looking up because they said they chose the 1958 college football season as another year that they're counting. They were 9-0-1 in that year. Iowa, by the way, claims a national championship from that year. LSU won.
What year you say?
1958 is another one of these Auburn championships they're claiming. So LSU was the AP and coaches poll champ. Iowa was the Football Writers Association of America champ. But nowhere did anyone vote Auburn the champ. And yet they're just like, yeah, we were 9-0-1. We called that. That's us. We're good. I don't know if they played LSU or not, but wouldn't they have both been in the SEC back at that point? Anyway, stupid, dumb,
desperate
Auburn
is what
sucks.
it is.
It is. And I'm not I don't have to acknowledge any of that. And I refuse to.
I'm not.
In 2 minutes, you're going to hear some audio from, I would say, probably the quintessential reason why I enjoy a baseball broadcast is when they divert from talking about baseball. You'll hear that coming up in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are checking in on our west side commutes and drive times out there. And let me tell you, a very different story compared to yesterday after a big portion of 70 eastbound was closed just before that 270 intersection. Of course, we were talking about two semis that collided in that area. That portion of 70 was closed from 7 a.m. to about 12:30 p.m. in those afternoon times. So again, a very different story this morning. Drive times are looking great and the roads are all open. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Hi, I'm Coach Ryan Day, and I've seen firsthand how tough and resilient kids can be. But I've also seen the struggles that aren't always visible. Mental health challenges are real. That's why I'm proud to partner with the Kids Mental Health Foundation. Together, we're helping parents, teachers, and coaches talk to kids about mental health before there is a concern or crisis. Start making kids' mental health a part of every day with free tools and resources at kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Listen to that! Son of a... That's unbelievable! Oh my goodness! Holy smoke! Just incredible!
T-Bone and Tyvis present Clip That.
Sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com. Receive a 100% match when you deposit up to $400 with the Prime Sports Ohio app.
All right, this right here is a prime example of why I enjoy a baseball broadcast. John Kruk, Phillies broadcaster, of course, Phillies legend, played for the Phillies for many years. He is now on the broadcast with play-by-play man Tom McCarthy. They were playing the Mariners on Monday night, and during the game, they just had this discussion out of nowhere, and I approve of it.
So you know how I think of things when I have free time and I shouldn't?
Yep.
So I was wondering.
Yep.
The person who invented the clock.
Yeah. Which one, the digital or the hand?
The first clock ever.
Okay.
How did that person know what time it was?
That's a really good question.
I thought so.
Bouncer back toward the middle. Gobbled up by Young. One hopper. And Bohm is safe. You know, there is that sundial they might have used.
Is that accurate, though?
No, I guess it's as accurate as it can be.
Is it?
I was thinking they invented the clock. Anyway, grounded to shortstop.
This seems like one of those in the shower thoughts or on the throne thoughts. Like that's where this came from.
Oh, I have those.
Some of your best epiphanies come from
Yeah.
showers or letting the deuce.
Well, sometimes
taking the deuce.
I actually had an epiphany the other day because I got it was my birthday last week, and I got a lot of people sending me a nice message. Happy birthday.
What, you 45?
43.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. The Michael Jordan return birthday is a few years away. I'm on my Richard Petty birthday right now.
You're going to put, I'm back.
43.
I'm back.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just going to send the facts out. Yes, I'm back. But I had this thought because I was getting very nice on Facebook. It tells you, hey, so-and-so's birthday's today. So I got a lot of people like just wishing me happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed a lot of those birthday wishes came very early in the morning. And I wondered, like, how many of the birthday wishes we get on Facebook when all your friends like happy birthday, are those people sitting on the throne? You know? Like, because I was reading them, and I'm not going to lie, I was sitting on the throne reading them. So I'm like, how many other people were sitting?
I learned that with birthday wishes, you have to say it like at a moment's notice. Like if you're gonna text somebody or send a message, you have to do it right then and there. Because if you say I just do it later, you will forget. 1,000%.
The happy birthday one, it's got to go out. It's got to be a first thing.
Yeah. My mother's birthday is tomorrow. What's today? Yeah, my mother's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, that's great.
I have to stop by and go see her. I'll be up there.
Yeah. Your mother's birthday is a few days from mine. My mom's birthday is on the 24th.
Oh, and then my mother-in-law's birthday is a week after my mother's birthday, so it's the 28th, which is Lauren's mother.
I see.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law's dead, so unfortunately but her birthday is actually, I want to say, in October. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anyway, sorry to bring that down.
Yes.
That's something.
Way to do that. Way to kill the mood.
Just being honest. Just telling you the truth.
We went from good thoughts on the throne to dead mother-in-laws.
By the way, I have said this before, and I will say it again. I don't know who came up with the concept of shaking a hand. I'm guessing that's more of a like Western culture thing, because I don't think every culture around the world does it. But I still find that to be one, just like John Kruk with his who came up with the clock thing, who came up with shaking hands? Because to have that business transaction or you agree with someone, you're like, you know what, we agree. And then someone just sticks their hand out. That's awkward. Imagine if I walked up to you right now, Tyvis, and I was like, you know what, you made a great point. And then I wiped my forehead and then wiped your forehead. People, you'd punch me. You would be like, that's weird.
That's not something that somebody should even try.
Yes, but at some point in human history, someone had to try a new greeting, a handshake.
That's different.
Did you know the high five was literally invented, not in my lifetime, but just before it?
Yeah,
like in the 70s.
You told me this. It was like a baseball player.
I want to say Reggie Jackson was involved in it. I can't remember if it was the A's, but it was either the A's or the Yankees won, where like he's run off the field and that was like a thing where they were high-fiving each other. And it was in the papers. They were like, they call it the high five. And it was like a brand new thing. They just did it as a baseball celebration, and it became a cultural thing. Someone had to develop that.
I'm going to go on the limb and say that there will be nobody that's going to wipe the sweat from their forehead and wipe it on somebody else.
That's because you're not thinking as an innovator.
T-Bone, that will lead to violence.
What if I walked up to you and just said, Tyvis, it's been great seeing you, and then I stuck my elbow out? And that means you're supposed to stick your elbow out, and we touch elbows. Why
that
did
means
we
that you're a germaphobe.
Sure, but that someone has started doing that. That could catch on.
But that's done, though. That's already been done.
But it could catch on.
People that got germs, here, give me an elbow.
But what if that becomes the thing? I'm just saying.
Like the norm, that's not going to happen.
What if someone comes up and is like, I'm going to grab your knee?
There's too many cool handshakes out there for people to just give that all up for an elbow.
Yeah, I do like the innovative handshakes. And now, like, we go to basketball games. We like to go to the women's games. And I love that it's in every sport, everywhere. I have always wondered how everyone keeps those straight. Like, how do you know, this is our guard who's like our shooting guard. Yeah, I've got this one for them. And then like, when the center comes out, because there's usually one person at the end of the line that's doing all of them with the whole team.
You just know. Like when we was at Ohio State, all of us had our own pregame thing. So me and Vaughn had a handshake, me and Josh had a thing we did, me and D. Lee had a thing we did, me and Garyon had a thing we did. So like I had to know all that stuff, and you just kind of know. Like,
I mean, I guess if you have to know everything the other team's going to do offensively, you have to remember all those plays.
It was like we did it. Like we literally did it every single day. Like practice, games, it didn't matter. We did the exact same way when they called a first team defense up. We all had our things that we did before. And if you go back, probably watch the first play of the game. We probably did it right there on the first play of the game. Like that's just what we did.
Yeah. I find that all, again, who started that? Who said, no, I don't want the same handshake? Like when you would go out for a game, it's like, no, we don't do that. I have my own with you. I have a separate one. Someone started doing that.
Eric Bush in the chat said, what was the person doing who discovered milk?
Oh, see, that's a great question. That is a great
You know what they was doing.
I don't know what they were doing. They could have just seen
the cow.
They seen the baby cows go up to the mama cow, and they're like, what's going on there?
And
is that delicious?
Decided to grab it and squirt it in a bucket. And then how do you know they sipped it?
How do you know that they first just get under there and say, give me some of that. Let me try it. Never know.
I mean, they
might have.
It's a strong possibility.
Dude, the first person who said, "Let me cut you open and get that out of there" for like surgery.
But
someone started surgery. You just let me. You're not going to have any anesthesia because we didn't have that yet. Just drink some whiskey and I'm going to cut you open and take this thing out of you. Why? Because I think it'll make you healthy. Who would be like, yes, sign me up for that? But now surgery is a necessary part of medicine.
But who thought now you have to breastfeed the baby?
Yeah, see, I don't know. That could have been instinctual.
It probably came out.
There we go. That's right. Like I'm just saying, it could be instinctual.
They gave him some I don't know, some root beer or something like that. What?
What do you mean root beer?
Why not that? Why not give him like a root beer or something?
Because animals have that instinct, right? You see mammals who have the equipment for that. That's what cows do.
So you think the person that had the first kid just decided to say, you know what, let me breastfeed.
It was probably an instinct that this needs to happen. Like, I mean, how do babies know? Babies don't they don't teach them that. They don't go to school and be like, here's what you got to do. But right after they're born, that's what they want. And then they I'm just saying.
I guess.
That's what do you mean you guess? That's how it works.
I guess.
That's normal. I'm saying that's a part of human nature.
If you and the missus have another baby,
we're not. I'll tell you right now.
Give it a root beer and see what happens.
I know what would happen. The baby would scream because it wouldn't understand. Root beer's not smooth. Root beer has carbonation to it.
Lemonade. There we go.
It's too sour.
Who can turn down lemonade?
a child, like a baby.
Speaking
Absolutely,
of, my daughter,
freak out.
my youngest daughter told me that lemonade was like sour. And she said she loved it. And I said, yep, that's why you're by us. That's why you
I thought you meant she was saying she didn't want to drink it and you kicked her out of the house or something. But no, she
they better never
likes
say
how
that.
sour it is. Okay, that's good. Things you shouldn't do when you are trying to come back from an injury. How about throwing a bat at the pitcher? We'll tell you about that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Wednesday. Still no crashes to report for your early morning commutes, but I do want to mention some slowdowns for folks over in Plain City in Dublin. 33 eastbound, 33 westbound. That's looking okay, as well as 270 northbound. It's really when you pass Dublin and Dublin Road over there, taking that 161 route in both directions. Noticing a little bit of some slowdowns out there. Just a lot more people on the roads right now. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Rates as low as 5.54% APR and a $400 cash bonus when you refinance your auto loan with BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit bmifcu.org/refinance.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Summer's winding down, but you know what? There's still time to drop 20 with Awaken 180's 20-pound summer slim down. That's how I got started, 20 gone fast, and it propelled me straight to my goal of dropping over 75 pounds. You'll still eat, drink, enjoy summer, but the scale's finally moving. Then you finally hit fall with some energy, confidence, and clothes that actually fit again. Awaken 180's coaches, they keep you on track so the weight stays off. You can go to awaken180weightloss.com to start your first 20 now and finish summer on a win streak.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours. Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road, or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days, deferred payment, interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit, expires 8/31.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Road trip! This summer at Tire Discounters, your tires are your passport to savings, because you're driving to Paris,
Texas,
then it's off to Rome,
Georgia,
and you'll be kissing the Blarney Stone in Dublin,
Ohio!
Right now, save up to $404 when you buy 4 tires, and that includes a free alignment and oil change. Stop at Tire Discounters before you see the world.
Heading back to school is a good deal better at Meijer. Start off on the right foot with buy one, get one for $1 athletic or Skechers shoes for the family. Earn an A+ on lunch with hot deals on Meijer brand must-haves all season long. Meijer peanut butter, jelly, and round top bread are just $1.39 each. Meijer meal prep containers are $5.49. And Meijer disinfecting wipes are $2.99. Enjoy the back-to-school good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
When it comes time to replace the roof over your head, you need a name you can trust. Newman Roofing. Don't just take our word for it. Here's our friend Cindy.
We were very happy with our experience, and we would highly recommend Newman to anybody we talk to.
Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
After an audit of our programming, the suits here at the Fan decided we needed more baseball. And that common man is stupid. Good news. We fixed one of those problems. Catch the Reds on the Fan all season long. Yay, baseball.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
I'm going to say if coming back from an injury, trying to rehab it, the best way to get back to the team quickly is probably not doing what Seattle Mariners outfielder Victor Robles did. He was suspended for 10 games by Major League Baseball yesterday. This is a few days after he threw his bat towards the opposing pitcher. He was in a rehab game with AAA, I believe, Tacoma, where he played because he's a Mariners player. And I think they are I want to say they're the Tacoma Rainiers or something like that.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll take your word for
it. He threw a bat at the pitcher, and now he'll have a 10-game suspension in Major League Baseball. But it's worth noting here, he has to serve a suspension at the big league level, and that will not begin until his hearing is held because he's going to appeal this. And then he has to also be activated from being injured. So
wait a minute. They got the evidence of him throwing the
you
bat.
can watch the video of it.
And
I watched the video.
Appealing it.
Yeah.
Just take the 10, man. I think this is one of them ones where it's very hard to say, yeah, that's not what happened.
No, it was on video. It wasn't like you did this, in a batting cage somewhere. There's not like the security camera footage is grainy. Your number is on the jersey. They announced you. You walked out to probably some kind of music that you picked. They know it was you.
I'm trying to see this. Hold on.
It's clearly. I mean, pitch was inside. He's coming back from an injury.
He got hit.
And he was mad. And so then he proceeds to throw his bat fully at the pitcher. It's not even a question it slipped out of my hand.
Charged him out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's bad.
And then went in the dugout and threw something on the field.
I have this question for you.
And
I know
out of line.
Neither of us are lawyers here, right? I don't know. Maybe Nate is. Nate, do you practice law? Do you have any background in that?
In my spare time, I practice as a lawyer.
Sure. Yeah, that's what most people do. We're working in radio. On our spare time, we just go out and get our law degrees. Anyway, I don't know if this is legal or not, but what I know is I feel like there are certain things done in sports that should be allowed to be taken to a court of law. And I'm not talking about a guy gets a big hit in an NFL game. You should go take him to court. Nothing like that. Not even in baseball where a guy gets thrown at. That is part of the game. But when you throw a bat at someone, that's not part of the game.
So when Myles Garrett hit Mason Rudolph in the head with the helmet,
I'm all right with that.
I was too.
Well, I mean, I didn't see when I first saw it. I said, "Boy, that seems like something that could go to court, and that's bad." Yeah. But then when you hear about what Mason Rudolph is alleged to have or not have said, I don't know. Allegedly, there were things said that caused him to be rightfully outraged. Then I kind of backed off that opinion of I wasn't there. I don't know. We're going to leave that there.
It almost sounds familiar to the story or similar to the story that when KG said that Dirk called him the N-word.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
You didn't know this?
No.
So Paul Pierce is telling the story. So what happened was they was playing, obviously the Celtics was playing the Mavs, and Paul Pierce says that Dirk was dogging KG.
Okay. I mean, Kevin Garnett liked to talk.
Yes.
He was a king of talking.
He said KG just couldn't stop him this night.
Okay.
And KG would do things to get himself riled up. So it was I guess a foul or something happened. And they got into it a little bit. And Paul Pierce is trying to calm KG down. He said, "No, bleep that. He called me a bleep." Uh-huh. And Paul Pierce says, "No, he wasn't. No, he didn't. I was standing right here the whole time. No, he didn't." And KG's response is, "Well, he said it in German." And that was, yeah. So that's what happened.
I see. One, I like the idea that Kevin Garnett has studied enough German to know in case Dirk is trying to talk to him in German, he can respond in kind. I like that idea. I think that if anybody would do that, it would be Kevin Garnett. No, I hadn't heard that story. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, so KG apparently
Did Dirk ever come back and say no?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
That didn't happen.
He said that KG makes things up. It's like, didn't they say like Mike made something up or LeBron made something up, like a fan said something or something?
Well,
he went off.
Spielman, I mean, I know Chris Spielman used to talk about how when he was playing, especially in the NFL, what he would do is tell himself in his mind that the quarterback for the other team, or like some scenario where his wife and kids were essentially in danger, and the only way to save them was to go knock the hell out of the quarterback. So he would like get himself into this rage of like, that other team has taken my family from me, like Liam Neeson and Taken, and I have to go get them.
So he was like, he was truly Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, he would get himself into that level of like how angry you would be if that was the case.
Chris Spielman is the water boy. They made the field because of Chris Spielman. That's what I think now.
I mean, I understand that you have to do something to get there. Did you come up with any type of external motive? I mean, I know you used to point at the other team's players' families, which I love. But did you have anything like that where you were like, if I don't win this game, like everything I love is going to be gone? Did you just go out there and be like, no, I just got to kick their ass. I want to win.
Let's just say that Urban really didn't want us to lose. And he made it very known that we will not lose. If we lose, it's the end of the world. So for me, yeah, I played like I wasn't trying to lose this kick because I didn't want to lose. I want to lose. So, yeah.
Don't they say that, like, it's better to play because you want to win, not out of the fear of losing? I mean, I know I've heard people say that in sports psychology. I'm guessing Urban didn't ascribe to that.
No, but I played to win because I couldn't afford to lose.
Yeah. I watched that the Gators documentary that had all that Tebow era.
That deja vu that I watched.
Yeah, because you said you watched that.
I said the same thing they were saying. That's like, yes. So Urban, it wasn't just me. It wasn't just me. Urban was as crazy as I thought he was.
He was crazy. Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I'm saying is it's fascinating to me, the stuff that pro athletes, even elite college athletes, coaches, the motivational tactics that are there. That stuff blows my mind because I've never had to walk in here and been like, if I don't make a good radio show today, everything, well, even though it's actually more true that everything could be gone from me very quickly because if I lose this job, I really have no other skills. But like, I've never thought that way about this. I just come in here and talk. But I've never had to have any motivation beyond, I just want to do a good job for myself and have get my paycheck. And I like what I do.
I thought you was like Liam Nelson. You have a certain particular set of skills.
No, I'm not. Did you say Liam Nelson?
Did I say Liam
Neeson? Yeah, my guy. Right there with Leslie Nelson, my guy. Those two. Fantastic.
Yes, Liam Neeson.
Isn't Liam Neeson playing Naked Gun? Isn't he doing that?
He's playing the son, yeah.
Him and Pam Anderson is dating.
It's actually really good.
Are they really dating, or was this just like publicity?
Hey, you know what? If that's there was a time in my life where if you had said, you and Pam Anderson are going to have to do a fake,
you're dating her.
Yeah, you're going to be in a fake relationship with Pam Anderson for publicity. I'd be like, well, guess if I have to. If I have to.
Yeah, if you go back in the day, yeah.
Who am I kidding? The only time I would ever be cast with Pam Anderson, like in Baywatch, I would have been the fat guy who had like almost died in the undertow, and they had to drag me out.
Have you always been big?
Yeah, big-ish. Not this big. This is
work, huh?
Oh, this is Wendy's Biggie size. They're getting ready to cancel me. I'm going to get rid of these yellow cups here soon if I'm not careful. I got to watch it.
You know what? Speaking of, McDonald's should bring the supersize back. You know?
I know. I blame the dude who did the documentary.
Yeah.
Screw that guy. Well, he's dead.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he died, sadly. I do feel bad about that. But I'm just saying, aside, R.I.P. to him.
Dang.
But bring him back.
Well, they can't bring it back now.
No, you can't. He's gone. The movie, we understand. We got it. We know. The supersize, just put it on there. I don't care what size it actually is.
Would you actually go get a supersize fry?
Absolutely. Oh, if Wendy's did the Biggie with the yellow cups, that's what's holding us back as a country. I feel like once we get the yellow Biggie cups and Biggie fries back, we're back as a country, baby.
No.
Make America Biggie size again. Let's go.
Like obese? A lot of us obese?
Who cares?
Who cares?
They serve 72-ounce steaks at restaurants. You don't have to eat them. They just have them. If you want to go get one, go get one. I want something with I want the Biggie thing on there again. I love it. All right, if you want your team to take for Arch Manning, I have some good news for you. Coming up next, D-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are still noticing some traffic build up for folks over in New Albany for your Wednesday commute here, especially if you're taking 161 in that eastbound direction. Just past 62 over by Beach Road. Still noticing that congestion out there, clocking you in still this morning pretty slow at 22 miles per hour for your travel times. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Men, the summer is here. Longer days, warmer nights, and romance in the air. Intimate dinners, walks on the beach, dancing in the moonlight. But if you have erectile dysfunction, you know it can ruin romance, both for you and the one you love. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you have ED, don't let another summer go by without getting treated. Because intimacy is one of the greatest things in life. And fear of not being able to perform should not be something you have to deal with. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts. We've successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Our protocols work when others don't, and we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. You could even last up to an hour or more and perform like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready for college for complete terms.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Nate Bargatze, Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Schottenstein Center, Saturday and Sunday, August 23rd and 24th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day. The kitchen drain has had enough. The toilet's called it quits. Drains are clogged throughout the house. I'm gonna throw a fit.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Hey, it's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, I just had the greatest day today. One of our customers in Delaware literally happy cried. Her new windows just completely transformed her home. It was just magical.
Oh, so you like magic.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Is this your card?
Wilson, you didn't even... Okay, sure. That was my card.
And magic.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text FORCE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone-boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text FORCE to 42424. That's FORCE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good morning. I'm Buddy Wells. Baseball from late last night out on the West Coast. Hunter Green struck out 12 in 6 1/3 innings of work. Miguel Andujar went 3 for 4 and drove in a pair, and the Reds beat the Angels 6-4 last night in Los Angeles. Cincinnati has won 3 games in a row, and they look forward to the 3-game sweep over the Halos tonight at 9:38. As for the Guardians, they fell to the Diamondbacks in Arizona 6-5 as Cleveland has now lost 4 of their last 5 games. The Guards sit 3 games back now in the American League wildcard race. They'll face the D-backs again this afternoon in the rubber match at 3:40. And the third and final week of the NFL preseason gets underway with a pair of games tomorrow night on Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Browns and Bengals will both play at 1 o'clock on Saturday this weekend. Cincinnati plays host to the Colts, and Cleveland will host the LA Rams. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Get started today with your 20-pound summer slim down. The results are fast, easy, and start your very first week. Awaken180weightloss.com.
One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971.
I got a head full of hair.
You do have a head full of hair. You look good now. It's coming back in. Thanks to your guys at Caps,
Yeah,
right?
shout out to Caps.
Yeah, good job. So I saw this story about Arch Manning. We had this was it a week ago, 2 weeks ago, where Archie Manning, his grandfather, came out and said, don't be surprised if Arch is here for 2 years. He's not motivated by the things you think he is, whatever. Just making it sound like, he's going to be here for a couple of years. We heard Jimmy Haslam say, I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's not even coming out in the 2026 draft. It may be another year because he has more eligibility. One, I want to remind people, he has not actually started a college football game.
Yes, he has.
Oh, he did start.
He started like 2 games last year.
He started 2 games, but hasn't been a full-time starter for his team.
Correct.
And in the games he played, he looked great.
But they were very
bad competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, because Quinn Ewers, you're right, had a couple games where he was hurt. But by and large, he wasn't started last year, despite what some Texas fans wanted. So he's going to come out, and I'm sure if Dylan was here, Dylan would already be just Arch Manning's going to be the greatest quarterback of all time. But we do need to let him actually play these games before we find out if he's going to be the #1 pick in the draft. But apparently Arch Manning has now conflicted with what his grandfather said. He had a little quote yesterday. He said, I don't know where he got that from. Arch said at his first media availability he had since SEC Media Day back in July. He said, he texted me to apologize about that and said, really, I don't know where I got that from. He said, I'm just taking it day by day right now. I haven't made any decisions. So Arch Manning basically saying what he should say, right? From a business standpoint, there's no reason to say I'm going to stay in school next year. Let people think what they want. If you go out and have a great season, keep your options open. Maybe you should go to the NFL draft. If you're as good as everybody says, you should go as soon as you can and go get that money.
I mean, yes, but one thing about him, he's not hurting for money. He needs to go when he absolutely feels he's ready to go. And the thing about the quarterback position is, so many times we've seen those quarterbacks that only play for 1 year, so they start for 1 year and then they go to the league and they tend to struggle because they haven't just played a lot of ball. Some of the guys that's been most successful has been playing in college for 5, maybe even 6 seasons. So that's why when I look at Arch Manning, if he dominates and he's just like the clear #1 quarterback, okay, whatever. If you want to go make some money, I just feel like you might struggle at the beginning of your career. But if you want to come in and make an immediate impact and be that guy, then you probably should stay for 2 years and dominate the game for 2 years, because it's shown that in recency that the guys that play more football tend to do better in the league early on. And I think that's the part, because just what you're being judged off of is your first, 3 years of the league, how it looks after the first 3 years. So if that's my goal for Arch, I say, listen, if you go out there and it's just like, all right, I done killed the game, I done won the national championship, I was first team All-American, all right, that's a totally different story. Go ahead. You probably be the first pick of the draft. But if it's one of those things where you're not an All-American or you're not like completely dominating the game, then yeah, you definitely should stay for another year.
Well, the thing I think about with Arch, because you're right, like we don't know how good he's going to be this year. It is presumed he's going to be great. He may be the best quarterback in this class. We'll find out.
According to Dylan, he's going to be the best thing since sliced bread.
According to Dylan, the Manning family should just run America. They should just be in charge of everything. He loves the Mannings. But here's what I would add, because you're right, he doesn't hurt for money. He's not motivated maybe like some other players where they're like, look, I have to take the first chance I get at some real cash. I have to go because my family needs it.
I think those days are
well, yeah. With nowadays, you can make some more money.
Yeah, those days are not what they used to be.
But I also think there probably is a motivation for him that a lot of people aren't considering, which is his dad. So Cooper Manning is his father. Mm-hmm. He didn't play college football, and it wasn't because he sucked.
Did he get hurt?
Yeah, he was on his way to being a great recruit in his own right, but I don't know if it's technically got hurt. He had, I think, spinal stenosis, where it's like a condition that he had been playing with, and he didn't know about it. They had some other injury. I think he went and got some scans done, and the doctors found this and said, if you get hit the wrong way, not like a normal where, anybody can get hurt playing football, but they said there are certain hits you could take that would seem normal that would cause you to be paralyzed.
Yeah.
And so right then and there, the decision was made, football career's over.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've heard Arch Manning, I've read articles where he talks about that, family talks about that, where that is a big part of his motivation is I want to go play, but I don't want to take it for granted that I'm just going to have this great career. I want every moment to matter because look what happened to my dad. He thought he was going to go have a big college career, and then who knows after that. And he never got to play college football. So when he was making his decision where to go, remember, when he chose Texas, they were not the number one team in the country. They were not coming off of playing in the college football playoff or anything like that. They had been middling to bad. This was not long after they had gone through, was it the Charlie Strong era, I want to say? Is that right?
Strong.
Maybe it was a little after that.
It was Charlie Strong, then I think Tom Herman was there.
That's right, Tom Herman. So it might have been after the Tom Herman era, but it was right around when Sark was getting the job, and they had been down. Texas had not been back despite all these proclamations that they would be.
Texas was, after Vince Young left, and no, I said after Colt McCoy. After Colt McCoy left, I feel like Texas kind of took a dive.
Yeah, you're right.
For a long time.
Yeah.
And they just recently came back.
Didn't they have,
was Quinn the first time they went to the CFP?
You mean just this past year?
No, like 2 years ago. Because I think they went back-to-back years.
Yeah, that might be true.
I think that might be like the first time they like really was back.
But Arch Manning was already like committed to them before.
Yeah.
That. So like I'm saying he made that commitment before they had truly gotten back. And part of the reason they said he did was because his family looked into, they said, you can go anywhere you want. You're getting offers from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, rather than go somewhere, they basically said, what if football went away? What if you had something that happened like your dad and you didn't get to play football anymore? Where would you want to go to school? And he said that's why he chose Austin, because he just wanted to go to a school that he liked more than the football program being great. Now, obviously, Texas football, it's not like he chose to go to Holy Cross or something. Like, he picked a school that has a great football history.
Yeah.
But at the time, they were not up at the upper.
But
he could have gone to Bama, Georgia, OSU, any of those places that were doing better than Texas was at the time.
I think for him, it's a legacy thing, I think. Because, think about it. Like, first of all, Texas has been eager to get back to the top of that mountain, right? If he's the guy that delivers that and brings the championship, like, he's a legend in Texas forever. Like,
of course, that's right.
So I think for him, that's why he thought, like, all right, Texas is a good football program. Sark seems to have things going in the right direction. And maybe I can go back and be that guy who delivers the national championship back to Austin, Texas. And I think that's why he decided to go there. And I don't blame him for that, not one bit.
Yeah, I didn't realize, by the way, Charlie Strong's tenure ended in 2016. So then Tom Herman had his run. That ended. And then you're right. Sark was there in 2021. So that would have been when around that time is when he was making his decision.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they had not come back fully yet. They were not anywhere close to
no, they didn't. The Quinn Ewers, when they took him to the CFP 2 years ago, who they lose to? Was it Washington?
Is that right? I'm looking back up. I'd have to go check the
I think they lost to Washington, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head.
With Michael Penix.
Yeah, that's right. Washington won 37-31.
Yeah, it was
they were in the Sugar Bowl.
Close game.
And then that was the one that Team Up North beat. That's who they beat. Was Washington. Because they knew all the plays. Dirty cheaters.
Well, you can't say that at that time.
No, I can't. I can say whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. They knew. I'm going to say they knew. One NFL team is making a bizarre move with their quarterback position. We will talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. We are noticing a new crash for folks just south of Westerville right now. That's 270 northbound at State Route 3, also known as Westerville Pike. A left shoulder is blocked out there. About 30 minutes ago, it was a center lane block, so it definitely caused some backups there. Still pretty slow this morning over in that area. Again, 270 northbound at Westerville Pike as crews work to clean up the scene this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Nate Bargatze, Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Schottenstein Center, Saturday and Sunday, August 23rd and 24th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Tailgate season is here, and if your grill makes you have to duck when you light it, it's time for an upgrade. Billiards Plus carries top-of-the-line grills that you can pass down to your kids and gifts the whole family will enjoy. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
When was the last time you could just jump out of bed without having to worry about your knee or back? You probably have this in the back of your mind. This will disappear, but nothing has ever changed. It's Tyvis Powell, and it's time to call and schedule that free consultation with Dr. Wolkoff and his team at QC Kinetics here in Columbus. There are thousands of patients who will tell you they wish they would have done it sooner. I'm glad that I did. Let me tell you about my experience. Other patients and myself have turned our lives around with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that work with your body to help restore and repair damaged joint tissues. Natural cellular therapies, no scalpels, no pills, just long-term relief with no dreaded recovery. Check it out at qckinetics.com/Columbus. Bring your x-rays and MRIs to QC Kinetics for a free, no-pressure chat and a thorough evaluation to see if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. Just call QC Kinetics at 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
Now is a great time to schedule a back-to-school dental appointment. Dr. Hal Jeter, president of the Ohio Dental Association, is here to tell us more.
Your child's teeth and gums need the right food, nutrition, and vitamins to grow strong and stay healthy. Help them maintain good oral health by brushing every morning and night, flossing, visiting the dentist twice a year, and developing good eating habits. As kids head back to school, it's important to know that foods and drinks high in sugar, acidity, and other cavity-promoting substances are often low in nutritional value, and they have the potential to create plaque capable of damaging tooth enamel. A back-to-school dental appointment can diagnose any potential problems and improve your child's oral health. Ohio Dental Association member dentists are located throughout the state, are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care, are bound by the highest ethical standards, and obtain superior ongoing education and training. Ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association so you know you are being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist in your area, visit ODA.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan. Partly cloudy, warm and humid on your Wednesday morning. Temperatures in the upper 60s. During the day, back in the low 80s. Partly sunny skies, light winds, and lower humidity. And during the day on Thursday, partly sunny skies, temperatures in the mid 80s, and just the risk of a late day shower. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
One of these men was prom king. It was T-Bone. I swear to God, you think I'm lying, don't you? But I'm serious. He didn't always look like this, okay? Here's the prom king and Tyvis.
Hey, if you think you know sports, maybe you know sports trivia, well, here's your shot to score tickets to see the biggest game of the year outside of the game. It's Ohio State and Texas. Winner gets 2 passes to participate in the Big Buckeye Kickoff Trivia Contest Friday, August 29th at the O-On Lane. So what we're giving away are not tickets to the game, giving away tickets to our big event that we're doing, the Big Buckeye Kickoff Trivia Contest. That is Friday, the day before the game, August 29th at the O-On Lane. So what we're going to do right now is, I guess, take the 7th caller, 614-821-9710. 7th caller is going to pick up 2 of those passes to the trivia contest. If you win that contest, you win the tickets to the game. If you don't win, though, this contest, you still want to go to that kickoff trivia contest that we're doing, no problem. You can grab your passes now, 971thefan.com. They start at $30 a person, so check that out today. Tyvis is booking his flight.
I am not booking.
Well, you were checking on flights.
Looking at flights.
So that's how I know we're getting close to college football season, is when Tyvis Powell starts talking about when he has to leave to go to his BTN gig, Big Ten Network. Where are you going for the first week?
Maryland.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going Maryland.
Terrapins.
I'm going Maryland, then Penn State, then the Wolverines.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, it is what it is.
I mean, look, the good news is you can go up there and check in on Mike Loxley, see if he's still hatching conspiracy theories about the Buckeyes.
He gonna have to
stealing recruits.
He got to come with it this year, because if he don't,
it could be.
Ooh-wee.
I never realized how close College Park is to DC. I was just looking on a map here. Like I thought it was a little more. I don't know why I thought that, but it's in the DC metro area. That's not bad. They should be able to recruit better. Come on, what are you doing?
You would think, right?
That's a big city. That's where you'd want to be, I would think. Maryland should be better than that. That's what I say. All right, one NFL team making a bizarre move at quarterback. So we know the Colts had brought in Daniel Jones this offseason, but they obviously drafted Anthony Richardson a couple of years ago. He had not been the greatest quarterback known to man. He gets injured often.
He's another one of those quarterbacks that played 1 year as a starter in college, and now you see where he's at. So
yeah,
there you go.
That's very fair. And I'm with you that usually I would prefer, if I'm picking quarterbacks, I'd rather have someone who has a longer track record than a guy who's had maybe some great success, but only for a short amount of time. But yesterday, the Colts announced that it's going to be Daniel Jones starting for them. And I don't know how you feel about it, Tyvis. For me,
I'm not shocked at this. I don't know why this is. I don't know why people look at it as they gave up on AR or Anthony Richardson. I can't even call him AR. That's Aaron Rodgers. But he's not good.
Anthony Richardson on his fantasy team last year. I have no problem with this.
He's not good. This is the thing. So when he was coming out, me and Matty Ice had a bet. We bet on this. Okay. I said, Matty Ice, I'm telling you right now, there's no way this guy's going first round. If he goes first round, it's a mistake. Everybody's, he did well at the combine. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But at the end of the day, hit play. What did you see? It was not that great.
Right.
And he conned the Colts into taking him into he was like the 4th or 5th pick or something like that. And I was flabbergasted, like, wow. And he's been exactly what I thought. Like, if you go back and look at his high school stats, his college stats, and his NFL stats, they all in the par. He is who he is. Like, I don't know why you trying to change this.
No, here's the only response to that is if you are the Colts, Daniel Jones is more capable clearly as an NFL quarterback. He is a guy who's gotten a second contract. He has played well enough to be a starter.
One good year and got paid, and that was it.
How many good years has Anthony Richardson had, to your point?
A goose egg. It's the same guy that tapped his helmet on 3rd and short.
Uh-huh. And that follows him around forever, and that's not great. But if he had gone out and had a season where he threw 25 touchdowns and like 10 picks, there would be people who would doubt him, but he would have much more of a capability where you would say, all right, but he had 25 touchdowns last year. Let's give him another chance. This is a man who has more interceptions than touchdowns in his career, I'm pretty sure, in the NFL.
You got his stats.
Yeah, I think he has 11 touchdowns in his 2 seasons in the NFL and 13 picks. So
wait, in both seasons combined?
Well, the first year, remember, he was injured so much. He only played 4 games.
Okay.
So year 1, he threw 3 touchdowns and a pick. Year 2, he threw 8 touchdowns and 12 picks. So, yeah, it's that doesn't add up to be very good for him. But here's my concern, because I don't understand the fascination with NFL teams with being middle of the road. There seem to be so many teams, and the Browns are often guilty of this, among other teams. But the Colts this year,
the Browns aren't a middle of the road team. They are.
No, but they're interested in it. They look at that and go, ooh, that'd be nice. What if we were kind of relevant for a little bit? And this is what I feel like the Colts are doing here. Daniel Jones probably helps you win a few more games than if you had Anthony Richardson as your quarterback, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's why they're making this decision.
Well, no, because Daniel Jones, if he can somehow get back to the guy he was in that 1 year where he was with the Giants,
okay,
like that offense could go. I mean, Joe Flacco went out there and made Josh Downs look like a really good wide receiver. Like the people that they got, Josh Downs, Mitchell, who came from Texas last year, who really didn't do anything. Alex Pierce, like they got, and then they drafted Tyler Warren, and they got Jonathan Taylor. Like that offense should be good if they got a good, decent quarterback play.
They were 8-9 last year. I don't think they're not competing for a Super Bowl, are they?
It's a weak division. So
I think they think they're competing for the division.
Yeah.
Fine. And I'm just saying, then what? That best case scenario gets you into the playoffs with a guy who's not your future at quarterback. And then you are.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Daniel Jones, we think he's.
What if he has a great year?
Okay.
What if him and Shane Steichen decide to link up and have a great year?
If
he's not going to get all, you're not going to move off of him.
Yeah. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. Let's say that's the case. Let's say Shane Steichen is such a good coach that he turns Daniel Jones into a viable quarterback product in the NFL again.
Okay.
Then why wouldn't you want to go draft an actual talented quarterback possibly out of college, who then you could give that guy to Shane Steichen and he could take off and they could have an all-time great.
Well, you're starting at ground zero again. You got to start back from scratch. You can at least have Daniel Jones. If Daniel Jones plays well, he'll be there for another 2 years.
Every team, look, it's pro football. Every team in the NFL, and this is just philosophically where I differ with a lot of, I guess, NFL fans or an NFL front office. I think most fans are where I am, which is I would rather be abjectly terrible for a couple of years, get all the draft picks, get all the dudes. If you get a front office that knows what they're doing, that's the big key. But then I'd rather get that and then build it up with a bunch of talented guys who aren't going to cost you a lot. I don't believe this Colts roster is close enough to winning, like competing year in, year out for championships. Do you think this Colts roster lines up with like the Bengals roster, the Bills roster, like some of these other rosters out there?
I don't think they as far off as you think.
I don't think that Daniel Jones is, what he will do is make them look slightly better than they would if they were with Anthony Richardson, which gets them a slightly worse draft pick. You know what I mean? It's not like you're not bringing in someone who's a quarterback that's proven to win everywhere he goes, and now you're bringing him in here. You are taking a guy who's been kind of bad for most of his career, and plugging him in as your starter. If you're going to be kind of bad, why not just go all the way bad?
I don't think
let it be Anthony Richardson.
When I look at their roster, like I'm looking at their projected starters for offense and defense, they're not as bad as you think. Like if they go to the playoffs and make some noise, like I could see it because they got the talent.
I understand the argument that they could be good in their division and make the playoffs. That's one thing because that's a weak division.
Because it's like Houston. It's like,
but my point is
Jacksonville probably. I don't know what to expect out of Jacksonville.
What good does that do you? Like
to win your division? I think the thing is,
I'm saying ultimately though, you win your division and get smoked in the first round of the playoffs. What has that done for you?
It changed. My issue with this, because I understand what you're saying and I understand, front office's thoughts on these things. Like I get the whole, all right, what's the point of going out there competing and being a middle of the road team and then getting a pick at like 12 or 13 when we could just not be good for a year or two and get first and second round or first or second picks in the draft. The Browns did that when they went 1-31. Like that was them doing that. My issue with that is you build a losing culture. Like losing is something that people can really just fall into, like where it's like, oh, it's the same old stuff as last year. Like once something goes bad, they'll revert back to, well, it was just like this last year, so here we go again. And that can be the worst thing for a franchise. That's why I'm so mad with the Browns situation right now. Like, would it be smart for them to go out there and lose games so they can get if the quarterback thing doesn't work and they can get the best quarterback in the draft? Sure. But you can't tell me right now when you look at the Browns, their culture, right, off of what they did last year, it's just this winning culture. Like, that's not a thing that they know.
No,
so like
they
will easily revert back to same old Browns. Like that, I don't like that. The Colts can fall in that too. That's why I've never been a fan of. There's no way that as a player or a coach, you're going to tell them to go out there and lose. Like that's just not going to happen.
I know that. I guess here's where I come down on it. Ultimately, in the NFL every year, because like what we're talking about with the Colts, what we talk about there, I've heard Browns fans who are like, oh, if this happens and that happens and this happens and that happens, we could be a playoff team that's really good if all these things hit. There are 5 teams every year in the NFL that are like elite, that are with everybody staying healthy. They are no doubt Super Bowl contenders. I think most years there's 5 to 6 teams that legitimately can say we're a Super Bowl contender. There are 5 to 6 teams every year that are abjectly terrible, and they know it, and they are putting a little bow on the season to say, yeah, we're trying. And after 3 weeks, you're going to know that team's aiming for a first overall pick, right?
Okay.
The middle 20 teams are the ones that do what we're just talking about here, where they're like, well, if we get this and that, and maybe 2 or 3 of those teams are going to be right. Most of them are going to be middling to bad. So I would rather just acknowledge, if I'm a Colts fan, I'd rather acknowledge that my team, we have some pieces on offense. We need a quarterback. And if you're not willing to trade for one, the only other real way to get one is, yes, you could hope Daniel Jones is the answer. But I feel like look, if Anthony Richardson could turn his career around, that would be the best thing that could happen in this scenario.
Sure.
He's not going to do that on the bench. If he goes out and plays terribly and is awful, Daniel Jones is still there. He can come in, and if he's as good as everyone thinks he could be, then maybe he salvages your season. But I'm saying if you start off and know for sure Anthony Richardson has had no development, no anything, and you give it one more shot with him, do put yourself in a better situation to possibly go get a top 10 pick and go draft your quarterback.
My thing with that is, one thing is you can't fake what it is. Like, people are in practice seeing what's going on. That's like the Browns. If they named anybody but Joe Flacco the starter, it would tell me that the Browns weren't trying to win games. Same thing with the Colts. Like, if you sit there and in practice, you see that Daniel Jones has that offense clicking better and trying to, and the offense just look better, they're scoring points and things like that, and then you come out and say, yeah, we're going to go with Anthony Richardson. What do you think that tells the locker room? Oh, they're not trying to win no games around here. They don't care about winning this year. Like, you owe it to those guys to give them the best chance to win. And Daniel Jones right now gives them the best chance to win games.
I do think the best way, because I'm with you that's idealistically the right way to go. I do think the NFL and most other leagues would do themselves a great service if, rather than giving the first overall pick to the worst team, I think they should have something that says, if you're the first team out of the playoffs, you get the first overall pick.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. No, because then you're incentivizing trying to win.
You turn it into a lottery, then it ain't no such thing as tanking.
No, I want to get rid of tanking. I don't think tanking's good, but if that's the incentive right now is if you have the worst record in the league, you get the first overall pick for nothing. And I'm saying that's a bad incentive for football. I agree with you that it shouldn't be that way, but if that's the way the game's played, that's what you have to do. Urban Meyer has some thoughts on the Michigan cheating scandal. We'll tell you what he said in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
We are looking at a couple of crashes over on the east side. New Albany, we want to start with you. 161 eastbound, just past 62, over by Beach Road. Expect some lane closures out there because of that crash. And for folks over in Etna, Pataskala, if you're taking 70 westbound, do be mindful here. Just past State Route 310, we are noticing a crash in your neck of the woods. The right shoulder is blocked in that area. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone, and I've got a public service announcement for your taste buds. The legendary Sanders Bumpy Cake is finally here in Ohio. Yes, that Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. Rich devil's food cake topped with smooth buttercream bumps and smothered in thick chocolatey fudge. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. It's the dessert you didn't know you needed until now. Perfect for your next barbecue, tailgate, or a family function. And if you've never had one of these, well, trust me, once you try it, you're going to be hooked. Grab your Sanders Bumpy Cake today at Kroger or Meijer and taste what the hype's all about.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
Half an hour from now, the Huddle coming at you. All your NFL questions answered. We will do that at 8 o'clock. Urban Meyer, he's got his podcast, the Triple Option, that he does every week. I think the new episode of that comes out later today.
Yeah.
Well, they had a little preview up of it yesterday with it wasn't even the audio. It's just they had this quote from Urban Meyer where he was talking about Michigan's cheating scandal. We got the punishment from all that last week. We've all been reacting to it. He said the following. In December of 2011, I had to stand in front of a group of seniors and tell them they were not allowed to play in a bowl or championship game in their final year of college football for something they had nothing to do with. One of the most difficult things I've ever done. That same group went 12-0 and were unable to play for the national championship of college football. The recent NCAA ruling to not punish players that weren't involved is correct. However, this ruling also proves that the NCAA as an enforcement arm no longer exists. I think both things can be true. I agree with Urban 100% there. Like, I understand why you don't want to punish the players who didn't have anything to do with it, but I also think there should be a different punishment than what the NCAA handed down for Michigan. It makes no sense to me.
It's hard because, like I said, I was a part of that 2012 team that couldn't go compete for a national championship, and it's just so funny to hear that the reason that they didn't want to come bring the hammer down on the Wolverines was because they didn't want to punish the players that wasn't involved. And I just looked at it like, what? You did it before? They've
done it all the time.
No
and meanwhile, you can transfer in 2025.
Yeah, like this.
Well, see,
what are you talking about,
Nate? That's exactly right. And that's where I think I understand what Urban's saying. The only part of it I would disagree with him on is the fact that now more than ever, as a player, you've got all the agency in the world to say, oh, wait, Michigan's got a 3-year post-game ban? Well, see you later. Like, And if that hurts Michigan, that's the point.
Yeah.
That would be why a punishment should exist. If their fans go, that's not fair, all our players are going to leave. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that championship you got. We're not going to take the banner down, but also you're going to suffer a consequence. As it is, I am still struggling to figure out what the consequence was that Michigan football actually suffered in this. The answer is their coach can't coach in some games that nobody cares about. And Jim Harbaugh gets 10 years where he can't come in and coach, but he's not coming back anyway. What else? What is punishment? What did Michigan actually? Oh, they got the $20 million fine. Great. That'll be like what they're going to pay a couple of guys in NIL money over the next few years. Like, that's not that much money in modern college football. I don't think there's any punishment they got out of this.
They did this because I get the Wolverines generate a lot of money, and they want them to continue to be able to compete in the postseason. They are a big brand in the sport. So it's like, yeah, go ahead. Y'all, we'll let y'all get away with this one, I guess.
I get what you're saying there. And that does feel like partially what it is. But also, when the NCAA punished USC, were they not generating a ton of revenue for college football? They absolutely were. When they punished Ohio
Pete Carroll
State,
gone when they did that?
Pete Carroll left because of that.
So every time,
the only reason he coached you in Seattle was because he saw the hammer coming down and said, "I'm peace out."
So let me get this right.
Have fun with that.
So everybody said, "Well, I wonder if things would be different if Jim was still there." Well, every other coach had left, and they still got the hammer brought down on them. So, like, I don't understand what makes them different. I just don't get that part.
If the
what
argument
makes them different?
If the argument was the NCAA doesn't want to repeat the mistakes of the past by punishing players like you, when you played on that 2012 OSU team, you guys went undefeated. You didn't have a chance to find out if your team was as good as those other schools or not, but very well could have had 2 national championships playing at Ohio State. We'll never know, right? That's not fair to players like you and everybody else on that team. So if they want to say, well, we don't want to make those mistakes again, fine. But there has to be a way to hold people to account because, like I said yesterday, tell me the reason you don't cheat in the way that Michigan did or whatever other rule you think. Like right now, the big rule Ohio State's trying to toe the line on is, well, we've got the name, image, and likeness, the distribution from the settlement, the House settlement, right? That's $20 million some a year for all of our athletes, and we're trying to do that right. They're trying to find ways to keep NIL above board and not make it something where a booster just gives a guy $100,000 because he likes, that he's a 5-star recruit. Ohio State's trying to do it the right way. And my question is to Ross Bjork and others, why? What is the reason for following the rules when nobody follows the damn rules and it doesn't matter? I agree in life that's not a good way to live your life. Have you met college football? It's insane.
Well, are you not a person of integrity?
I am, but do you know I have a story later on in the show about a college football coach using fake poop to motivate his players? Because that's college football, is what I'm saying. It's not real life. It's insanity. So let's just acknowledge it's insanity and chaos, and let's go after that. Let's be a part of that. Until there's actual rules being followed, why are we the ones who have to be the Boy Scout when everybody else is the last Boy Scout? I don't get that.
I think Ohio State looks at it as they don't need to do that.
They didn't need to last year.
Exactly.
I agree.
So that's why they probably feel like, why we don't need to cheat. For what?
The answer
we good enough to not cheat and still win.
Yeah, but I come from the school of if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Well,
and let's be clear. Do we think Ohio State isn't pushing the boundaries as much as they are willing to? Sure. I'm just looking at Michigan right now. After that ruling, if I'm Ryan Day, I'm on the phone with everybody at Ohio State and said, guys, what do we care about the rules? Like, why? I want to teach these players the right way to live, yes. But college football has dumb rules. These rules make no sense. How much money you get to pay players is arbitrary.
Wasn't it the Northern Illinois? What coach gave the speech a week ago about the transfer portal? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if I did see that.
It was a coach. I can't remember what school. It was a MAC school. Northern Illinois, maybe.
What was the speech? What did he say?
He was basically talking about like how we'll see if the players that transferred out here, we'll see if they play. But when I came to college, it was all about the lessons that I learned that made me a better person, like accountability and all that and stuff.
That's a great message at NIU.
That's exactly what I said.
You're not competing for the same thing. Go give that message. Let Kalen DeBoer say that at an Alabama Boosters meeting and see how that goes. That man's getting run out of the building.
That's exactly what I said.
No chance. That's what I'm talking about. You can't tell me it's all about integrity and above board. And guys, it's about playing the right way. Now, if you excuse me, I got to go pay these coaches $30 million when I get done paying the head coach and the assistant coaches and everybody else.
It obviously wasn't you. I was with Matt Fontana for sure.
College football is a business. Come on. At some point, you have to play by the rules of your industry. And if the rules of the industry, there's no enforcement.
All I'm saying is, if he said that, if that's the case, then integrity is something that, it's a life thing.
Hey.
Like it's a after football, I'm a man of integrity.
What are we talking, at the end of the day, what are we talking about anyway? Right? Like what Michigan did we're going to go scout other teams illegally, right? They all claim that had no help to them. I don't think Ohio State should do stuff like that. I do think that's wrong. I think there should be rules in place there. But when it comes to name, image, and likeness, we've already seen they're not enforcing some of these rules. We don't know how they're going to enforce these rules. I am saying I don't blame Ohio State or anybody else if they say, well, until someone actually steps up with a clear plan of how to do that, we're doing business as usual. We're going out and doing the same things we were doing last year. We're not changing anything for this new system. Because what do we think is going to happen anyway? What's the punishment you're going to get for it?
The funniest part of the whole thing is that Sharon Moore has a show cause, meaning he can't coach for nobody else. He can't get a job nowhere else, but he can coach.
The Sharon Moore punishment is the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
He can't coach nowhere
Just choose the games you don't want to play, and you can't go to Germany next year. We'll call it even.
This is insanity. This is what I'm talking about. I get the whole idea of you want to play above board, be integrity, fine. All of that's true. But when the entire sport is literally lighting their hair on fire and not caring about the rules, to be the one in the burning building going, guys, I do think we should care about the rules. Yeah, just get out of there, do what you got to do.
I just think they didn't lay the hammer down enough for people to be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like if I was another program, I go get me somebody that'll go sit on other team sidelines and get their stuff and all that too.
One coach in the SEC is using a weird prop to motivate his players. I may have given that away during the segment, but we'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we have a couple crashes over on the east side, particularly over by Reynoldsburg. One of them, 270, that's southbound Collector, just past East Main Street. A left shoulder is still blocked this morning. Thankfully, though, not causing a lot of delays or slowdowns for your early Wednesday morning commute. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, Ohio State fans. While others cut corners, like that team up north, Valvoline Instant Oil Change is Buckeye-level quality. We train hard and treat every day like game day. We're always quick, but never rushed. And you can stay in your car while our experts do the work. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit valvoline.com/Buckeyes to find your nearest location and access exclusive fan savings.
Then, you are under siege. From the minute you hit adult hood, stress, bad sleep, junk food, screens, pressure, it all chips away at your testosterone, your energy, and your confidence. But no one tells you that. And no one tells you the benefit of screening early when you're younger. Research has found that maintaining optimal hormone levels prevents severe men's health issues later in life. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we fight for you. The tired dad, the high performers running on fumes, the gym grinders, the man whom online pills have failed. This is for every man, young and old. Forget pills from apps or emails. You need a real medical provider, a clinic that'll fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Guys, the future is local. Real clinics, real specialists, real answers. Testosterone results in minutes, not days. Columbus Men's Clinic's friendly staff is on standby, ready to tackle your ED, your low T, and enhance your life. Call right now, 614-300-7400, or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
The dog days are the best days to save at Coughlin Ford. Lease a new 25 Ford Escape or Bronco Sport, just $399 a month with $0 down. New 25 F-150 or Lightning Flash, only $499 a month with $0 down. Visit our newest location in Marysville or CoughlinFord.com.
Coughlin has the car for you.
48-month lease, all factory rebates to dealer. All prior sales excluded. In-stock units only. 7,500 miles per year, 25 cents per mile. Excludes $387 down payment. $395 disposition fee at lease in. No security deposit. See dealer for details. Ends 9/2/25.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets,
Don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unnatural liability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and the endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit eventriskinc.com.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
We're brought to you today by GNC. Hope I'm not interrupting your workout routine, but the GNC Live Well sale is going on right now. Buy one, get one, 50% off everything in the store and at GNC.com. That's right, everything. Protein, pre-workout, creatine, vitamins, supplements, and so much more. Go for it all and don't miss out. At GNC, nutrition isn't just the department, it's the whole freaking store. You got goals, GNC has results. Visit your local GNC store or go to GNC.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Cosby Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, I got to clarify something because we've been talking the last couple of days about Michigan and the integrity, and my stance has been, after that ruling, why do you care about the rules? I got home yesterday. I forgot to tell you this. My wife said, so would you tell our kids that integrity doesn't matter and that you should just cheat your way to things? And I said, wait, well, hold on a second.
Oh, she's listening to the show.
Yeah, she listens all the time. Loves you, by the way. She thinks you're great.
Oh,
Me, she's kind of half
Thank
and half
you.
on that. She's half and half on that. Anyway, she said, and I said, look, let me clarify what I mean. And maybe I should clarify this to the audience, too. When you go to college, what is the primary goal of college? What is the reason you go to college? Is it to do things like play football? Is it to do things like go out and socialize at the bars?
It depends on who you ask.
That's exactly right. And if I was talking to my kids about the reason they go to school, it's not for Saturdays. The reason they go to school is to get an education because they're not going to go play in the NFL. And that's not what we're talking about here, right? That is not the same thing. The motivations are different for everyone on campus. If you're a music student, you probably don't take your math classes seriously because you've got a music scholarship and you're going to go on and play around the world possibly as a concert violinist or whatever.
Math is something that you'll need to know for.
Do you need calculus to play the violin well? I'm like, my point is there's a limit.
For other areas.
No, you don't. I'm saying your motivations student to student are different, right? So, yeah, don't cheat on your test no matter who you are. That's fair.
Okay.
When it comes to college football, the rules there are different. Would we say that if a guy has a big term paper due on Saturday or Monday, so Saturday he's got to write it, should he do that? Or if he's a starting quarterback for Ohio State, should he put a little more focus on the game plan? The answer is put a little more focus on the game plan.
That's what's paying him.
Right. Yes. When it comes to college football, when it comes to that, what's paying the bills for most of the athletic program is college football at most of these places. And if the NCAA, a completely ineffectual organization, has no qualms about they can watch a team cheat left and right and say, we'll fine you, we'll do this, but really nothing else. What is the motivation for Ohio State or any other school to not do what they want? And what I'm saying is the system we're talking about isn't real life. It is a weird, screwed up system called collegiate athletics that has almost no reflection of reality. So much like I wouldn't tell, a second year econ student, you shouldn't blow off your exam because, just because you want to go to the football game. That comes first. For a football player, the rules are different because it's a different world you're living in on college football land.
But you would
totally
also,
different than the rest of college.
Whether you are a student or an athlete, would you advise any of them to cheat?
No.
Then that's integrity.
Right. I agree on that.
That's the part.
I agree on all of that.
That is the point right there.
But
no one's asking the players to cheat.
No. But I'm saying, I'm specifically talking about NIL here. Because that's the one that Ohio State right now has said, we do not want to even risk the appearance of cheating. Did you go look at the 24/7 rankings of the college football classes next year?
Where are we at? 5th?
Nope.
3rd?
No. Keep going down.
7th?
Nope.
8th?
Nope.
10th?
Just one above.
9th.
There you go. Ohio State is 9th. We have 2 5-stars and I believe 12 4-stars in the class.
Okay.
You know who's right beneath Ohio State?
The
with
Wolverines.
Also 2 5-stars and 12 4-stars.
They just got the number 1 running back in the class last year.
I saw that.
You talking about the Wolverines?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is,
why would they not? Why would they not?
Hang on. One of these schools has been recruiting under the suspicion of possibly getting their coach. I mean, we laugh now. Possibly getting their coach fired, penalized. The school could have a show cause penalty or, postseason ban. And they've got the number 10 class in the country. Ohio State is recruiting off of a national championship that was one of the best runs in school history, and they are barely above it because they're not willing to go and do the things in NIL that other schools are. And I'm just saying, what does that get you at the end of the day? For me, as an Ohio State fan, I don't care. When the rules come out that everyone's going to follow, then Ohio State should be first in line to follow them. But since we don't have any clarity on that, I'm not hamstringing myself, especially in this system where literally if you cheat, they don't care.
You ever thought that maybe the NCAA don't look at what they did as that big of a cheating scandal?
The Michigan thing?
Yeah.
Well, if they don't, then I guess...
Then maybe don't write in your report that we could have given you a 2-year bowl ban.
Right. They said we have every reason to give you that.
Makes me, the way they did that, the part of it makes me feel like maybe they was like, oh, it's just advanced scouting. Like, it's really, not, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad. Like, maybe that's how they looked at it.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? That's what the Michigan fans say. Well, in the NFL, you could do this. Great. In the NFL, you can also have to get 2 feet in to make it be a first down. We have different rules in college. You follow the rules. You don't just say, oh, well, they let that count in the NFL. No, it's a different rule system. And all I would say to that is ultimately, again, I don't think cheating is right. I don't think any of that. I don't want Ohio State to do a Connor Stallions thing. But when it comes to the NIL stuff, I don't get why we're putting one hand behind our back when none of these other schools are. And you're essentially at the point now where you're recruiting about as well as Michigan, despite Michigan having everything going against them in a recruiting standpoint right now, because they, up until this weekend, it was believed they could be getting a bowl ban. And yet you're recruiting about the same way that they are right now. Half a national championship. That's not good. I saw Lenore Sellers, quarterback for South Carolina. He said that Mike Shula, their quarterback's coach, offensive coordinator, has an odd motivational tactic. He said that Shula keeps a prop in his office for film sessions. I'm reading you what Lenore Sellers said. This is one of the top quarterbacks possibly in college football this year. He said this prop, quote, looks like real poo. You can sit it in your hand and it looks like poo. What this is used for is when they're watching film and the quarterbacks mess something up. Apparently, Mike Shula will tell his quarterbacks to go in his office and get the, quote, dump off his desk, which is the fake poo. And he will say, now bring that in here to me. They will go and get it, bring it to him, and he will say, that's what you just did to me on film. You gave me crap. And so this is apparently something that has become a thing for him where you don't want to be told to go pick up the poo off of his desk and bring it here.
You know what's funny? What's funny is coaches got their different ways of motivation. So when I was at Ohio State, right, Coach Coles was the special teams coordinator.
Yeah. Kerry Combs.
Yeah.
Fiery guy.
Yeah, very fiery guy. So if you went in a game or you in practice like messed up. Like I'm talking about messed up to the point where it was like you look soft, like somebody ran through you or something like that.
Can we say what he did on the air?
He would literally toss you like a thing of Charmin.
Oh,
He'd toss you a
really?
Charmin, and he say, "Now walk around with that Charmin because you saw."
Wow.
And it was hilarious. So what happened was one day we had this dude named Craig Cataline. He came from the military.
Okay.
Linebacker. This dude, he was probably the most physical guy I've ever had to block in my life on kickoff, or kick return, I should say. He ran through me so bad. It was ridiculous. Like I'm like this, it's not even fair. Like this dude's like 240. I'm 205. Like there's no chance of me blocking this guy.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm all day in my mind, I'm mad about the fact that this happened. We get to the meeting and I just know he gonna toss me this Charmin when he see this thing, when he see this rep. He tossed the Charmin to Carlos Hyde. Because he ran through Carlos Hyde the same way he did me, but like it was worse because like Carlos Hyde was right next to the returner, so he made the play.
Carlos Hyde had a little bit more weight on you too, I think.
He tossed that Sherman to Carlos Hyde. Carlos Hyde slapped that thing out the air so fast, it was hilarious. I was like, I don't blame you because I get it. Like, I get it, bro. I can't say nothing to the guy because he did me the same way.
Yeah, see, coaches have different props. I like it. The Charmin is good.
Yeah. Charmin.
At least it wasn't dog crap.
The dog crap, I'm like, that's too far. I'm
These
not.
are the guys, by the way, this guy's probably getting $1 million or more to coach this team as an offensive coordinator, and that's his motivational tactic. I just find it hilarious. All right, your NFL questions are answered next in the Huddle. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, we are still noticing a pretty big crash for folks over in Etna, Pataskala this morning, especially if you're heading downtown right now. 70 westbound just past 310s, looking pretty congested. A right shoulder currently blocked out there, and travel times not too good at 22 miles per hour in this stretch. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days, deferred payment, interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit. Expires 8/31.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Summer's winding down, but you know what? There's still time to drop 20 with Awaken 180's 20-pound summer slim down. That's how I got started, 20 gone fast, and it propelled me straight to my goal of dropping over 75 pounds. You'll still eat, drink, enjoy summer, but the scale's finally moving. Then you finally hit fall with some energy, confidence, and clothes that actually fit again. Awaken 180's coaches, they keep you on track so the weight stays off. You can go to awaken180weightloss.com to start your first 20 now and finish summer on a win streak.
In this time of financial instability, create your own personal safety net by using the equity in your home to secure a home equity line of credit. It'll give you immediate access to money whenever you need it, whether it's for a fun project or a big purchase, or in case you fall on hard times. And for a limited time, you can lock in a 1.99% introductory APR for 6 months at Kemba Financial Credit Union. Give yourself peace of mind. Apply now at Kemba.org. APR equals annual percentage rate. Federal insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Offer ends September 30th. NMLS 292230.
When was the last time you hopped out of bed without that knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without having to take your time? You thought to yourself, I'll just tough it out. But nothing changes. Hi, it's Tyvis Powell. It's time to call and schedule that free consultation with Dr. Walkoff and his team at QC Kinetics here in Columbus. I'm glad I did. Myself and others have turned around their lives with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that work with your body to help restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Natural cellular therapies. No scalpels, no pills, just long-term relief with no dreaded recovery. Check it out at qckinetics.com/Columbus. Bring your x-rays and MRIs to QC Kinetics for a free, no-pressure chat and thorough evaluation to see if you're a good candidate. Find out if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. Just call QC Kinetics at 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone, and I've got a public service announcement for your taste buds. The legendary Sanders Bumpy Cake is finally here in Ohio. Yes, that Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. Rich devil's food cake topped with smooth buttercream bumps and smothered in thick chocolatey fudge. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. It's the dessert you didn't know you needed until now. Perfect for your next barbecue, tailgate, or a family function. And if you've never had one of these, well, trust me, once you try it, you're going to be hooked. Grab your Sanders Bumpy Cake today at Kroger or Meijer and taste what the hype's all about.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and I want to talk to you about the roof over your head. You know that thing that protects your house and everything in it? It's pretty important, and a lot of you are going to have to replace it soon, but be warned. There are companies out there that skip over the biggest part of the process, the attic ventilation. You see, if that attic doesn't have proper circulation, it can cause problems such as mold and rot. You got rot, and not to mention leaks in the wintertime and higher AC bills in the summer. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you about my guys at Victor's Home Solutions. They start with a free 21-point roof inspection, including a thorough inspection of that attic as well. They know that if that ventilation isn't right, that roof's going to be built on a shaky foundation. That's why every Victor's roof comes with a well-thought-out attic ventilation plan, and that's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Money-saving discounts and financing incentives are also available. Call for your free 21-point roof inspection and get that estimate today. 866-VICTORS or go to victors.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good morning. I'm Betty Wells. Starting with baseball in L.A., Miguel Andujar and Noel V. Marte each drove in a pair. Hunter Green struck out 12 and pitched a quality start in his second outing back from the injury, and the Reds won their third straight with a 6-4 win over the Angels. Cincinnati aims for the 3-game sweep tonight at 9:38. Meanwhile, in the desert, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. drove in a pair. Jake McCarthy hit a solo shot in the third, and the Diamondbacks came from behind to beat the Guardians 6-5. Cleveland has now lost 4 of their last 5 games. Those two teams will play the rubber match this afternoon at 3:40. And we're now just 3 days away from the college football season getting underway as number 22 Iowa State takes on number 17 K-State at noon on Saturday in Dublin, Ireland. This update is brought to you by Germain Toyota, the best selection of new and used cars in Central Ohio. You can view their full selection of vehicles online at germaintoyota.net. Breaking sports news when it happens here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. We were just commiserating over married life and how you and I have both apparently had the same experience where our families have that Life 360 thing where like you can see where the kids are. You know, that my wife wanted to get it, so we have it on the phones. So my wife, sometimes she'll leave me like, hey, when I get back, can you have this thing done right around the house? And I'll know that where she's going is like, well, she's going to go to the store. She's going to go here. She's going to go that. All the kids are with her. It's going to be 2 hours from now. I'll tell you what, I'll wait till I see it on the phone. I'll be like, oh, they're moving. It's about 25 minutes till they get back. Time to go do that project.
Because if you
Tyvis is exactly the same.
You know, I'm telling you right. Whatever it is you doing, it's gonna come up. Whatever your extracurricular activity is going to come up in conversation. Like for me, if I was playing the game when I just kind of forgot, she would say something slick like, but you ain't forget to play that game. And then you got to hear that, and it's going to make you mad. It's going to make you mad. So whatever it is, let me just go ahead and do it because I don't want to hear my wishes.
Like, honey, you don't understand. I didn't get that done because I was watching old WWE pay-per-views. I'm just going back through the Peacock here and trying to find. She's like, yeah, I don't care about that. You need to get this done. Yeah, that's right. I totally have been there with you. So, see, it's good. I'm glad we have shared experiences like that.
I think every married man has dealt with that before. Or if it's been in a long-term relationship, you know your significant other, and you know when they come back, I don't ask you for much. All I asked was this, and you couldn't do that one thing because you had this going on. And then you got to hear that speech, and you don't be wanting to hear that.
And to be fair, if our wives had a show, their conversation would be like, you know how many times I have gone out to the store, done this, that, and the other thing, and all I asked him to do was one stupid effing thing, and he couldn't get it done. And they would be right. They would be totally right for doing that.
The biggest questions in the NFL are answered right here. Welcome to the Huddle.
All right, producer Nate is in for Dylan today. Nate, let's do Huddle question number 1.
Yesterday, the Colts made the decision to go with Daniel Jones at starting quarterback over Anthony Richardson. Did the Colts give up on Anthony too soon? And should they try to see what his trade value is?
I mean, Tyvis and I disagree on this.
I don't think they gave up on him too soon. I think he is who he is. I think that it was the right decision. I mean, if you're not going to use him, then I think at this point you've been working with him for 3 years with him. Something's now clicking between Anthony Richardson and Shane Steichen. Like, it's just not. The message that Shane is giving him is not clear to him. He's not understanding. He's not getting any better. I think it's best for him to move on to somebody who can probably try to find something else in him. Maybe he can go to the Giants, which they probably wouldn't take him now, but, they compared him a lot to Josh Allen coming out. Brian Daboll was one of those guys that got Josh Allen to become really good by ripping up his playbook and just catering to Josh Allen. Or he can go to, what a nice place to be? He should go to the Vikings. Kevin O'Connell does a good job with quarterbacks.
So you want him to go somewhere where there's clearly someone else who's starting.
Yeah, but I just want him to learn. Like, he can go there, San Francisco. Kyle Shanahan does a great job. Like, guys that do a great job of explaining the game for young guys to understand it, because that's what Sam Darnold said. He said he went to San Francisco, and when he got to San Fran, said Kyle Shanahan taught him the game in a way that he never saw it before, and that's what cleared things up for him. He went to the Vikings. Kevin O'Connell built on the same thing, and that's how he was able to take over.
Well, on the Anthony Richardson front, when it comes to him actually, playing or not, I don't understand why the Colts did what they did and went out and got Daniel Jones in the first place. Like, you have this guy. I don't think Daniel Jones is an answer. He's slightly better. He will give you, yes, a more competent person at quarterback for right now, but I don't think he turns them into a winning franchise or a winning team this year. I know they were close last year. They were 8-9. I don't think Daniel Jones is the difference between you going to a Super Bowl or not. And in my mind, if you're not in it to win it for a Super Bowl, then you're not in it at all. So you might as well get out and see what you can get in the draft. See what happens next year. If you've got a good roster and all you need is a quarterback, you either have to trade for a good one or get to a point where you can either trade up and get a franchise guy as a rookie. And they obviously missed on Anthony Richardson. I don't think anybody thinks he's going to be that good anymore. But if I were a Colts fan, I'd almost want them to just put him out there. Let's know for sure. And if we're really bad, great. We can get a good draft pick. There's a ton of quarterbacks coming out next year's draft potentially. Try to get one there. Huddle question number 2.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Joe Flacco is set to be the Week 1 starter for the Browns, despite having turned 40 in January. He joins an elite list of over 40-year-olds who started Week 1. Tom Brady, Brett Favre, and Aaron Rodgers. Should the Browns be starting a 40-year-old, or is Kevin Stefanski just trying to save his job?
So multiple people say that if you watch these 4 quarterbacks in camp, Joe Flacco was head and shoulders better than everybody. It was Joe Flacco, and then there was everybody else. Like, he was clearly the best quarterback there. The only issue is he's 40 years old, and like I say, history says that he falls off a cliff. I think if you want to start this season off and show your team that you are about winning games, Joe Flacco is the answer.
What does that mean, show your team you're about? I mean, I want to know.
Because how would you justify, as a coach, Joe Flacco is head and shoulders above everybody else, but I'm going to tell the team, we starting Dylan Gabriel.
I would say because we have to find out who our future is at quarterback. And
but you risking losing games.
Okay. I mean, I'm trying to win a championship.
So I'm Joe Batonio. This is my last season, and I've given this franchise everything I've had.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me in my last year, I clearly know that Joe Flacco is the best option at quarterback, but you're gonna start Dylan Gabriel.
I would say Joe Batonio.
They're gonna look at.
It's so nice that you're playing for our organization for charity and not taking a paycheck, and then he'll go, "No, I get paid," and I'd be like, "Good, it's your job. Shut up."
No,
we pay you to play football.
It's hard to sell that. It's hard to sell when you got a good quarterback or a better player not playing.
It's hard to sell to your fans who are for 30 damn years watched this stupid franchise.
What are you talking about?
No, I know.
They love Joe.
I know they do because they don't know what they want. They want that until Joe Flacco throws 3 picks in week 6, and they're all going to be off of him and on to either DG or Shador.
If he throw 3 picks, he better have 4 touchdowns.
We've seen it before. If you think this Joe Flacco's the answer, he's not. One more Huddle question here.
Still no progress made between the Bengals and Trey Hendrickson on a new deal. And, of course, the trade rumors are abound. The supposed asking price is a first-round pick and a young defensive player. So far, 4 teams have reportedly reached out to the Bengals, the Browns, Colts, Panthers, and Patriots. Who's the best fit?
I mean,
why are the Browns reaching out? Sorry, that's just...
What do you mean?
Why are they reaching out? What do you have... I don't understand, because they're going to want something to trade. You're not in a position to trade picks and people for Trey Hendrickson. The Browns are in a totally different spot than the Bengals are. That's dumb. Anyway, what's the best fit for him? I don't know. Someone who can win right now. Who did you say also reached out? The Colts? Who else? I just lost my mind when I heard the
Panthers
Browns.
And Patriots.
Patriots are the only one that makes any sense. They may have a shot at
make
actually.
sense. What are you talking about?
No.
It's no chance that's happening.
No, they're not doing it.
But just imagine.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. But I'd imagine the Browns then would, again, get a defense that keeps teams under 10 points a game, and then they would lose 9-6. Because I don't believe in this offense at all.
That wasn't the case 2 years ago.
Yeah, because... Again,
what?
I'm not doing
Because of what? Because of what? Because it's the same personnel almost, except you traded Judy for.
It's a word.
Cooper.
No,
it's
who's
about
your running back compared to 2 years ago? 2 years ago, you had Nick
Chubb was hurt.
No, he got better. Was he back by then?
No, he ruined his leg in the Steelers game like week 3. So you didn't have him.
That was okay.
Fine. Yeah.
All right. Well, still, where's the banner? Where's the banner that they hung for that year? Oh, right, nothing.
It doesn't matter. They went to the playoffs.
Right.
With great defensive play.
Jim Irsay would have put a banner up for that. You're
I'm
right.
just saying. We've seen success through it. We've seen success.
You're either in it for a championship or you're in it for a first overall pick. I don't have. Yay! We won 9 games. Woohoo!
So it was what Kansas City did last year means nothing.
No, do they have any other success other than last year to go off of?
They did that last year.
Have they built something that is a lot different than what the Browns have built?
So how did they do that?
Through the draft. They drafted Pat Mahomes.
By winning or losing?
Losing.
Did they tank for these picks?
I don't know.
They picked
Pat Mahomes, what, 12th or 10th?
I don't know.
You don't get that pick by being good. You get that pick by being bad.
That's very middle of the road, I tell you that.
I'm telling you right now.
That's very middle of the road there, Tebow. The 12th pick, that's kind of in the middle.
That's fine. I'm just telling you that if you get lucky enough to pick Pat Mahomes at 12, great. Show me the Browns draft where they can lead.
10th overall pick.
I do want you to know that if you go back outside of Joe Burrow, if you go back the last, 5 drafts, the first quarterback taken has not necessarily been the best quarterback of that draft.
But that's because people are stupid. I would rather have the first pick to try to not be stupid, right? I would rather have a good pick. Or you could be the Browns and trade out of your second overall pick to go draft a defensive tackle. Either way.
He's really good.
I hope he is. And I hope they get another top 5 pick next year that they can get another really good player. And I hope they do that.
Well, let's hope that's through Jacksonville.
I'd like to have 2 first-round picks in the top 5. That'd be great.
That's a little much.
Auburn has decided to imitate Michigan when it comes to national championships. I'll explain next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Wednesday morning. We are noticing yet another crash in our metro, and this one's happening in the downtown area. 70, that westbound ramp to 71 northbound. A left lane is currently blocked out there because of a crash, and it's definitely causing some backups. Some of our traffic cams, like 70 at Kelton Avenue, heading into the city, looking pretty backed up this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport. Bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Polaris can call home. Featuring a rock wall, a HitTrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport, now open at Polaris Fashion Place.
The roof of your home protects what matters most in your life. Your family, your memories, your peace of mind. So when it comes time to replace the roof over your head, you need a name you can trust. Newman Roofing. Don't just take our word for it. Here's our friend Cindy on why she chose Newman Roofing over all the rest.
We had interviewed and talked with several other roofing companies around the city. The salesperson that came to speak with us was extremely knowledgeable, answered questions, took his time with us. We were happy to make Newman our choice.
And you'll have peace of mind knowing that on the day of the installation, we'll give you and your home the respect it deserves.
The guys arrived right on time. The crew leader came and talked with us, let us know what they were going to be doing. He was here all day with the crew. That itself was very impressive.
If you're thinking about your roofing or siding, give Newman Roofing a call today.
We were very happy with our experience, and we would highly recommend Newman to anybody we talk to.
Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. It's the last month for the Golden Opportunity Sales Event. That means you get special APRs with 3.99% up to 60 months on their most popular models. Lease payments as low as $419 per month. Also, plenty of pre-owned L-certified vehicles are on the lot with rates as low as 5.75% for up to 27 months. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton. Check them out online, jermainelexus.com.
Tailgate season is here, and if your grill makes you have to duck when you light it, it's time for an upgrade. Billiards Plus carries top-of-the-line grills that you can pass down to your kids and gifts the whole family will enjoy. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway and refresh the vibe with 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks. Get 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks at Speedway with Speedy Rewards. The convenience stores of Speedway. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
What does summer bring to mind? Lazy days by the pool? Hot dogs on the grill? How about large, sweaty men putting work in to defend their national title? Yes! Your summer home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Do you want to sell your property, however, you need a little help getting through the process? Let's say you have years of belongings in the home. It needs a lot of updating, you're overwhelmed, you might not be big on technology, and you may need help finding a place to go. I will help you. Maybe you've gone through a divorce or a bad breakup or a relative moved out. It's been hard, and you just want to take what you want and leave the rest behind. I will help you. Retiring and want to sell your commercial properties or land. I will help you. Sellers, whether you're selling as is or selling for top dollar, you're no longer alone. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or call me now for an all-cash offer and, more importantly, the help you need at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan. Partly cloudy, warm and humid on your Wednesday morning. Temperatures in the upper 60s. During the day, back in the low 80s. Partly sunny skies, light winds, and lower humidity. And during the day on Thursday, partly sunny skies, temperatures in the mid 80s, and just the risk of a late day shower. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Talking about trying to build a winning team in the NFL. YouTube chat not agreeing with me today. You can go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. Browns 46D said that the Chiefs traded up from the 20s for Pat Mahomes. Lord, T-Bone is an idiot. Folks, if you can't understand the simple fact that, yeah, you're right. The Browns should aim to be in the 20s, or any of these teams, the Colts, they should aim to be like middling to okay, hope that they get a pick in the 20s, that they can trade up to number 10, and then find the next Pat Mahomes in the draft. How likely do we think that is?
Or
how likely do we think that is?
Hear me out. Check this one. I got one that's even better.
Great.
You can win. You can be like a really good team, right?
I love that.
And then draft Lamar Jackson with the last pick of the first round, and there you go.
Who? By the way, Tyvis, exactly right. And who did that? What organization was that?
Baltimore Ravens. The old Cleveland Browns.
One of, I would say, the top 5 front offices in all of football over the last 25 years. Do you think I'm wrong? I agree with you.
They do really well drafting and developing.
They
players.
are
Let's just say that.
Yes, they have been incredibly smart in how they draft. And I'm saying if the Browns had a front office that I believed in, or again,
it is the
Colts
the
or
old
whoever
Browns front office.
I
just want to throw that out there.
Speaking of the Ravens,
I'm just pointing out here that yes, if you have a top 5 front office, great. Then I trust you to do whatever you need to do. I don't trust this Browns front office, which is why I want them to have top 10 picks. Pat Mahomes, by the way, was a top 10 pick. My point is you don't usually by being middling to good, you don't end up with top 10 picks.
You know what?
Now this year they could, right? The Browns could end up winning the Super Bowl theoretically and still have the number 1 pick in the draft because they have the Jags pick. So, yeah, that would be good. If that turned out that the Jags were the worst team, I'll take it that way. I'm just saying to find your franchise guy, you need a top 10 pick. And the Browns, one way they can do that is by not being great or not being like middling to good.
You don't necessarily need a top 10 pick. Lamar Jackson with 30 seconds.
I know that. And you're right. You know what? Actually, why don't they just save up for a 7th round pick? Because that's where Tom Brady was. Just draft Tom Brady in the 7th round.
Tom Brady was in the 6th, but Brock Purdy was Mr.
Oh, that's right. 7th. Either way.
There you go.
There we go. 6th and 7th round picks. That's all you need.
Speaking of the Ravens, did you see they're doing one of the coldest things I've seen in recent memory?
What's that?
They're on, I believe it's September 16th. They're having the 30th anniversary celebration for the Ravens. Do you want to know who the opponent is?
The Cleveland Browns.
It's the Browns.
Hey, you know what? I got no room to talk to the Ravens.
That is funny.
Go ahead and do it.
That's funny.
Go ahead and do it. That's fine. I mean, look.
What day you say that is?
Think it's September 16th.
Oh, so that's the second game of the season.
That's.
I hope the Browns win.
I hope they shut them up.
I hope the Browns win.
I hope
a lot of motivation behind that game.
I think I get the reputation as like I hate the Browns. And the answer is, I mean, I do hate my team many times because they've let me down for decades. So, yeah, I would love it if the Browns gave me hope, gave me something to be excited about, all that stuff. Okay. But you have to show me competency. You have to show me you know what you're doing. This is a team that this year picked 2 guys to play quarterback and then now has, shockingly, a quarterback battle for who's going to play backup behind the 40-year-old who everyone saw in the playoffs the last time they were there.
Maybe
that he is going to blow up on you at some point.
Maybe there is no Maybe there isn't a battle. Maybe they clearly know who they want as their backup. But
you didn't even have. You could have just
what?
You could have just picked. You could have picked one of them if you truly believed in that guy. You could have just picked that guy and moved, and been that's it.
See, this is the thing.
I just don't get the logic of what they're planning.
This is the thing. Before that draft, everybody said the Browns should take 2 quarterbacks. They should take 2. They should take Shador and then take one later in the draft. They ended up doing that, and people still are upset. Like, it's crazy to me.
No,
like, we're not good at evaluating quarterbacks, so we should just take 2. They take 2, and it's still an uproar.
Tyvis, that's my point. Is that you are basically acknowledging with that strategy that the Browns don't know what they're doing. So let's just hope by luck that one of the 2 guys they pick is great. Oh, I know what Donald Trump said. I heard him say it.
They don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
If you had a competent front office, you wouldn't say go draft 2 quarterbacks. You would say, I trust them to make the right pick. Instead, every Browns fan pretty much said, we know they can't make the right pick, so let's hope they just get lucky with one of them. And that's where we're pretty much at. All right, Auburn has decided to imitate Michigan with their strategy of national championships. Much like the team up north claims championships from times where there were no face masks and there wasn't even an AP poll. Auburn has gone back and decided we're going to retcon our existence. So now they have decided to recognize themselves as now 9-time champions in college football.
It's disgusting.
They have claimed additional titles in 1910, 1914, 1958, and 2004. Now, that 2004 one, we did have an AP poll. Not only do we have that, we had a BCS, and they were not in it, right? Wasn't it USC and Oklahoma, I want to say?
Yes, they went 1 and 2 all year.
I mean, Ed, I was alive in 2004. I was following the sport very closely, and I remember at the time thinking it would have been silly to put that Auburn team in there. They didn't deserve it compared to those other two. Now, maybe they wouldn't have gotten blown out like Oklahoma did, but I don't think anybody was beating that USC team that year. To claim that national championship, when a lot of us remember what it was, that's pretty absurd. That's pretty bad.
They are desperate. They have not had a ton of success since Cam Newton walked. Nah, well, that's not true. They lost to Jameis and them in Florida State.
They got back a few
when
years
they had
later.
Trey Mason. Right. So what was that? 2012, 2011. I was in college.
It wasn't 2011.
2013.
They had 2010. Remember, that was Cam Newton year, right? And then the year after that, when he left, they fell off a cliff again. And then they got rid of Gene Chizik. And then they got
Gus Malzahn.
Yeah. And then that got him back a little bit. And I think you're right. They played Florida State that year, probably whenever year that was Florida State.
It was actually
2013.
It was a close game.
Right.
But then after that, that's when this thing just crashed and burned. I haven't heard or seen anything good from them since. So they're desperate. They're trying to up their numbers because right now it seems far-fetched that they will get back to win a national championship. So claim them while you can.
They're good. They got Hugh Freeze.
I hate it.
Auburn's got Hugh Freeze there now.
You need length and girth in this league.
So they're fine.
Well, he better go get some guys with length and girth.
By the way, I saw Jerry Jones. He said he loves the pain of being an NFL GM. So this was on the new Netflix special with the Cowboys. He said, I'm often asked the question, why don't I hire a general manager? I've had people that have said, Jerry, you subject yourself to so much criticism. You need a buffer. I don't like it. I don't like it like that. I like the pain, is what he said. You know who doesn't like the pain? Your fan base. Like, I think that's good that you're sadomasochist, but they're not. They would like to actually just win football games and be good again. And the fact that he can't get out of his own way because of his ego trip is sad for them.
I just don't understand why they dragging this on. Is it really about the money? Like,
are we talking about Micah Parsons?
No, I'm talking about Jerry Jones. Like, it's to the point where it's like it's inevitable. Like, you're paying them, so just pay them.
Yeah, well,
you still gonna be in the national news. Like, people gonna talk about what does this mean for the Dallas Cowboys now that they have Micah Parsons?
Jerry Jones is competitive, and Jerry Jones wants to win. Sometimes he wants to win everything, which I think can sometimes be a detriment when you're a leader because you don't need to win every argument, right? Jerry Jones, I think, wants to win every debate, win every argument, win everything. And ultimately, you need to win for your team. So sometimes when you have a player like Micah Parsons or Dak Prescott or whatever, you end up by pushing it out and trying to get the best negotiation. Ultimately, he loses those negotiations and then pays more anyway on the back end. So why not, instead of taking that aggressive stance that causes all these problems with the players that you're trying to sign, why not be a little more open to signing them early? That would be, yes, maybe not the greatest position of power, but ultimately you probably get better deals if he was just a little more humble. But he couldn't do that with Jimmy Johnson. When Jimmy Johnson was there, he wanted the credit for being the guy in charge of winning Super Bowls. He couldn't get that while Jimmy was there, so he fired him. He essentially got rid of the guy who was responsible for winning all those Super Bowls.
So for him, it's about, I'm the guy. Like, when we get to the championship and win it all, it's because of me.
Yeah.
He wants the spotlight.
When that happened, they had a year where they lost after Jimmy Johnson left. And then Barry Switzer came in with pretty much most of all of Jimmy Johnson's guys, and they won. And everyone, even then at the time, I remember as a kid, people saying Barry Switzer won with Jimmy Johnson's dudes. That's pretty much what happened. But Jerry got to take credit for that one because there was no longer a Jimmy Johnson in the picture. Even though Jimmy picked all those guys and made all those decisions, basically, Jerry got to use that as his own, feel-good story that he did it, which we all know is
I don't understand why people love to be in the spotlight. It's overrated.
No, I'd rather win. I'd rather be a guy who's a part of, like, the winning organization than being the guy.
I seen this one quote that I lived by when I was younger. It said, just because you're not the one in the spotlight doesn't mean you're not shining.
Oh, see, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good message for a kid.
Deep philosophy from Tyvis on a Wednesday.
Yeah. I saw a message that said,
tell your kids.
In every box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, there's a prize. And that one changed my life. That's why I've never stopped eating them. Desmond Howard's had some thoughts about Big Noon Kickoff. I'll share them with you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are still following up on a crash just north of the airport this morning. 270, that southbound ramp to 62 eastbound, is completely closed right now because of a crash, and it's definitely causing a little bit of some congestion out on the roads this morning. I want to make sure to give you this detour just in case you are heading into this area, obviously past that ramp. 270 southbound all the way to North Hamilton Road. That's that first exit past that area. Take that to State Route 317. That will get you back onto 62 in that northbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
You ever get decision paralysis, like figuring out what to watch or what to eat? Well, the same applies if you're hiring. It can be overwhelming to have too many candidates to sort through. But with ZipRecruiter, you can proactively find the best ones quickly. How? Through their innovative resume database. ZipRecruiter's resume database uses advanced filtering to quickly hone in on top candidates for your roles. See someone who stands out? You can unlock their contact info instantly. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Say goodbye to car care headaches with Carvenience from Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. For only $49, we'll pick up your vehicle, leave you with a rental, and return it fully serviced and spotless. No more juggling your schedule or wasting hours at the shop. Carvenience lets you focus on what matters while we take care of all the rest, making life easier. Schedule your service today at HindererMotorCompany.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
You're bald!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
Maybe you're starting to feel a little more sluggish. Maybe you're thinking, I don't have the energy I used to have. Oh, it's probably just because I'm getting older. That's what happens, right? When you hit whatever age you are, in your 30s, in your 40s, maybe your 50s is where you noticed it. That doesn't have to be that way. At Columbus Men's Clinic, their medical providers build a plan around you, your body, your goals, what it takes to get you back to feeling like yourself. And they can do that with a variety of treatments. They've got testosterone treatments, ED treatments, stuff that most guys don't even know exists. And trust me, it works. You can check it out today by going and calling them up, 614-300-7400 for Columbus Men's Clinic, or visit columbusmensclinic.com to schedule your consultation. That consultation, including blood work, is only $99, and they will find a plan that works within your budget. So whatever you need, low T, ED treatments, and a lot of other stuff they have too. Call them today, 614-300-7400, or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Don't procrastinate on this. Call them today and get it done, 614-300-7400, columbusmensclinic.com. All right, so Desmond Howard, not my guy, not a fan. He's a Michigan man. He did the Heisman pose on the Buckeyes. Never liked him, right?
Yeah.
That said, to be clear, I wish him nothing but the best in health and in life.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Look at you.
Yeah. But on the football field, I'm not a fan, and I don't have to enjoy him on college football, on college game day. I think most Buckeye fans share that sentiment. However, he was talking about another thing that a lot of Buckeye fans don't like, which is Big Noon Kickoff. Ironically, most Buckeye fans, I would say, probably don't like ESPN, probably don't like a lot of the stuff that ESPN says about the Big Ten or the Buckeyes in general. However, and Big Noon Kickoff has Urban Meyer on it, yet probably most Buckeye fans are really frustrated with Big Noon Kickoff because of the fact that a lot of times that features Buckeye games on it.
Okay.
So Desmond Howard probably said something that is conflicting for a lot of Buckeye fans. He said about Big Noon Kickoff, quote, "They want to compete. I like those guys. To me, our competitor has always been the NBA on TNT because we're always battling against them for the Sports Emmy. No disrespect to Big Noon Kickoff. I'm sure they'll do a fantastic job." They also asked him what he thinks about fellow Michigan man Dave Portnoy joining the Big Noon Kickoff.
What did he say to
He
this?
had the Dom Draper response, which is like, "Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing." He said he didn't even know that was happening. So, I don't know how to feel about that because I, too, am not a huge fan of every big-time game now being a noon game. I don't mind the noon kickoff as much as some people do, but it's been too much. Like, this Texas game should not be a noon game. It will be. I just find it odd that, like, there's a place here where kind of Buckeye fans almost probably feel a lot of what Desmond Howard is saying, which is they don't like Big Noon Kickoff, but they don't want to agree with Desmond Howard. So that kind of leaves us in a no man's land there.
I think that it's not that they don't like Big Noon. It's the fact that Big Noon keep making the Buckeyes play at noon. Like, I feel like if it was a different game, like, people would tune in to watch Urban and the analysis that they give. I think they do a good job there. You know, him, Mark Ingram, all of those guys on that desk. I like listening to them. It's just the fact that we're annoyed with them because they keep picking up Ohio State's games.
Yeah. I actually, when I watch the two products, I always feel like when I watch Big Noon Kickoff, I'm getting more of an analysis. I get a lot more with Urban being on there, but I think the whole team there does a pretty good job. And then when I watch College Game Day, I feel like they are promoting College Game Day as much as they are promoting college football. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when I watch College Game Day, it's more about, let us show you all the cool things we can do because we're on campus. We have, 5,000 people out here with signs. Mm-hmm. They are almost about promoting themselves as much as they are the game. I feel like when you watch Big Noon Kickoff, it's a lot more about, like the pregame show I'm talking about. It's much more about just, here's the games we have, here's what we're doing.
I mean, I think you need to find a happy medium. I like the atmosphere of college makes college football special. But I also want to learn. I want to walk away with a nugget from something, and I think that Big Noon definitely does a great job of doing that. So I don't know, maybe because I'm older now, maybe I appreciate that one more. But I can't pay attention to neither one because why watch either one of them when you can watch the tailgate show from
and you know
10
what?
to 11:30?
I actually have flipped that on more last year because I found out you were doing that, and I would watch it and enjoy it. Even though, I mean, sometimes you're at Purdue, and I would say, well, I know that's not the biggest game, but you guys talk about all the big games. You get it all out there.
If it's a big game, we definitely are going to take time to talk about it. I don't know how much I'm going to be talking about it this year, which we'll see how that goes. we'll see how that.
Well, you have a new co-host, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually going to meet her in person for the first time because she's calling the Rams game radio, so she's flying to Cleveland. The Browns play the Rams.
Okay.
So, like, she said, I'll be in the away radio booth. I said, that's funny because I'm going to be in the home radio booth right next to you. So, at some point, probably at halftime, maybe go over there and introduce myself because I'll be seeing her starting next Saturday.
And you guys will be out on campus at all these different places. You start at Maryland, right?
Starting at Maryland, then we go into Penn State, then the Wolverines, then I think it's Wisconsin. And
who's Maryland start the season with? Ooh, big Florida Atlantic matchup. There we go.
Well, you know, these games don't really get that good to me until we get into conference play. So
that's all right.
Yeah, I go Maryland, Penn State, Wolverines, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Purdue, Michigan State, Indiana, Nebraska, Ohio State, Iowa, Illinois, Northwestern, Big Ten championship.
You work a lot. You're doing this show 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. You go up to Cleveland 2 times a week to do that show. Mm-hmm. Then Fridays after our show ends, you're going to get on a plane and go fly out to all these different places. Correct. Do that on Saturday.
Come back. Got to do the Browns on Sunday.
Sunday you got to.
Yeah. I'm actually looking at my Wisconsin flight. I'll return at 10:36 p.m. on the Saturday. Have to get home, go to sleep, and then get in the car and go to Cleveland that next day.
They're playing at 1 o'clock.
They got 2 games this season that's not 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I actually think it's probably for you doing mornings now. Probably the 1 o'clock games are preferred because at least you get back at a reasonable hour. But
yeah,
all right,
we're gonna have to see what happens on them 4 o'clock games.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm curious to see with College Game Day what happens too. Now that Lee Corso hasn't exactly been a part of that show the last few years. He has been for the final segment, and he's been on for like one or two segments the rest of the way, but he hasn't been able to really be himself on TV over the last few years. So this year being his final, he'll have his final
he should
broadcast.
Let it rip.
Well, he's going to have his final broadcast, right? The OSU-Texas game. That's it.
That's it.
He's going to do the last headgear pick at the same place he started it.
Well, he started with Brutus. He should end with Brutus.
I don't know. It's I would hope he makes the right decision there. But I just find the College Game Day having Nick Saban on the desk now, the more they can tweak Nick Saban, the better it is. Like,
I like him. I like how blunt he is, and I love that he just be cussing.
I do love that too.
He just be
Why don't
cursing.
you do that? You're on BTN. Just go in there and start cussing. Come on.
Yeah,
come on. You're in a national championship
I'll be
like
fired
he is.
next week. That'd be my last check.
My favorite thing they did you see when Shane Gillis, the comedian, was on? It was one of the playoff games where Notre Dame was involved. Maybe, I'm trying to think which one it was. Maybe it was their first game that they hosted, where they had him on the set, and he made a joke about everybody paying the players. Coach Saban knows something about that. And Nick Saban got so tight about that. He came out, he was like, I'll tell you what we did. We taught the players how to win. We taught them how to be good at life. We did paying the players. We got to pay in the NFL. And he was like, I thought we were joking. Hey, I thought we all knew.
Yeah.
Watching Nick Saban get butthurt about that was one of the highlights of my year. I hope they bring more people on to just tweak him about paying his players. Go figure. The SEC, now that everybody's paying the players, suddenly the SEC isn't winning national championships.
Well,
what a shock.
Paul Feinbaum's citizenship is riding on this season for the SEC.
Yeah, that's right. He said he's going to move out of the country if the Big Ten wins another championship. Or the SEC doesn't?
If the SEC... Did he say no? If the SEC
doesn't win, but I can't remember if he said, and if the Big Ten.
No, he didn't say nothing about the Big Ten. He said that the Big Ten thinks they're all high and mighty because they won the last two CFPs. I'll tell you what, if the SEC doesn't win it this year, I'm leaving the country. Think that's what he said.
You know what I'd love to say to him? Bon voyage. But I only if the Buckeyes win. I don't really care about anybody else winning. Yeah, exactly. All right, we will talk with Bo Bishop coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, if you are heading towards the city this morning over on the east side, do be mindful of a crash we are still monitoring this morning. It's 70, that westbound ramp to 71 northbound. Left lane is currently blocked still this morning. Drive time's looking okay right now, but still pretty congested, especially over by that 70 and 33 intersection. Want to make sure everyone is well aware and packing that patience. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Online pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Columbus Men's Clinic said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Columbus Men's Clinic was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. And you know your T level before you leave. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Get Eco.
ECO. Hey, Aaron, I've been thinking.
You came up with a new invention?
No, I've been pondering a problem.
Is it anything I can help you with?
I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I've been thinking about our scuba diving plumbers.
Get Eco.
ECO.
They dive right in and fix the problem.
That's the problem.
You lost me.
The problem with being extremely good at something is that you make it look easy.
You're worried that people think plumbing is easy?
Well, our extremely very good plumbers sure make it look easy.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Don't worry, Jerry. Sooner or later, most people try to fix their own plumbing problem.
I can testify to that.
Jerry, did you try to fix it yourself?
Yeah.
Don't give it another thought, buddy. I'll send somebody over right now.
Get Eco.
ECO. You're a real friend, Aaron.
Eco scuba diving plumbers, genius electricians, and you can always trust our HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Keep your summer fun going in a new Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through September 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on any new 25 Camry. Or lease a new Camry LE for just $279 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details. Or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Coffee, iced cap, refreshers. Tim Hortons has all your favorite beverages. And now you can get your favorite bite for less. When you buy any size beverage, add a baked daily donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. So next time you order your favorite Tim's beverage, add something that satisfies your cravings and your wallet. The $1, $2, $3 menu. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply.
The Buckeyes are national champions. And you listen to it all right here on The Fan. And next year when they do it again, it'll be here on The Fan. And the year after that, well, you know the drill. Always and forever, your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could beat lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text FORCE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text FORCE to 42424. That's FORCE to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Actually makes me hungry. So joining us now is Bo Bishop, host of Bishop and Friends. Oh, he's not there yet? All right, we'll talk to him in a minute. But, Tyvis, I saw something that you like to eat healthy, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I saw this story about something I would consider fairly. Do you think shrimp is a healthy food?
They say if it had the less legs it has, the more healthier it is for you as far as the animal goes.
Is that real?
That's what they say.
I didn't know that.
The less legs that it has, the more healthier it is. That's why fish is like the best, because it has no legs.
I never heard that. All right. I thought shrimp was kind of, I guess we get it battered and fried. It's not. Anyway, I saw a story that Walmart has recalled some shrimp, radioactive shrimp.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
No.
Now, radioactive shrimp, one, sounds like a band I would listen to. And I would, if they were in concert, I would be going. Apparently, this great value frozen shrimp at Walmart has been recalled due to contamination with a radioactive isotope. What are they doing to shrimp? How do you get radioactive shrimp? I would think you catch it from the sea, you put it through the processing plant, you put it in a bag, you freeze it, you ship it. At what point do you get radioactivity involved there?
Well,
I have no idea.
They talk about the Tyson chicken. That's why the kids is bigger than nowadays than what they used to be. So they think maybe they're doing something to the shrimp too.
Because the kids are eating too much chicken?
Tyson's chicken.
Okay. I'll tell you what, if that's the problem with it, like, man, I just ate so much protein and that's what made me bigger, I guess. I'm going to guess it has something to do with like that and all the other foods we have access to that we probably didn't.
I don't know.
And we are inside more than we used to be. And it's just life is different now.
I just went through this. Like when I went to open house on Monday, like they thought that my youngest daughter was going into kindergarten. They thought that she was the one in the class.
Okay.
And then this big giant steps from behind me and they say, Well, what grade is she? This is the one that's going to kindergarten right here. The other one is preschool. She's 3. So I'm dealing with it now.
But they're taller. That doesn't mean that's not. Are you feeding them a lot of Tyson chicken? Do you think that's what happened?
I'm not feeding them Tyson's chicken.
See?
They are.
I don't think that's what it is.
What is it? Dino Nuggets.
Oh, those are good.
What is it? Purdue, whatever the heck it is.
Yeah, those are good. I like those. Bo Bishop joining us now. Bishop and friends. Bo, I have to ask you a question about the West.
Yeah, I saw you were in my homeland or near.
I was out, Colorado, and I mean, I grew up here where it's flat. You grew up, in that region of the country. When you moved away, did the mountains thing, like not having those around, like you go to Tallahassee, did that suddenly, was that shocking for you, or how did that work?
I was claustrophobic.
Really?
Because you couldn't see. So as you know, as you were out there, like you were in Boulder, that was my dream school, was Colorado. Got in state of Montana for a girl, not the best choice. But the you can see for 300 miles.
Yeah.
You'll see as far as the horizon will allow you to see, you can see. And so when I first moved to the south and you could only see a half block, it was jarring, and I just felt like the world was just on top of you. And then so that was absolutely. I missed an ability to just see in long distances and like see things coming. And so that definitely affected. And then when I moved here, what was jarring was the lack of sun.
Yeah.
Because the sun shines every day there. So even when it's cold, it's sunny. So it's like all of the things that I was used to were like pulled away one move at a time. An ability to see distances, gone in Florida. An ability to see the sun every day, gone in Ohio.
Yeah.
And so this has made me the jaded human I am.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because I grew up here and I'm used to like, this is how I grew up. But when I go out west, I'm like, oh, this is a very neat experience. Like I went to what the hell is it called? Loaf and Jug, which is like their gas station, I guess. Okay. And I pull in the parking lot, and I'm looking at the parking lot of a gas station, and it's one of the top 5 views I've ever had in my life. There's mountains, there's lakes, there's a bald eagle landing on the gas pump, and then I'm here, and it's like but I didn't grow up with it, so I don't miss it. I could understand if someone grew there. Yeah, I would guess you must get used to it after a while, but I couldn't the whole time I was out there.
Yeah, when you were at CU, right?
Well, I was all over. I went to there. I was up in Leadville, Colorado, which is like up 10,000 feet in the mountains. I was, I was everywhere, all over the place.
I think it's not ocean. I think the CU campus is a top 5 campus on the planet.
I'd agree with that.
It's better than Ohio State?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Shame on you.
Objectively, it is.
Shame on you.
Objectively, it is. I mean, it's the thing that was always crazy. I mean, they won a national championship out there in the early 90s, but there isn't enough talent in like the region to stockpile it. But I always felt like if you just got somebody to go visit there, you'd be like, yeah, I'm in. Like, let's go. I mean, it just checks all the boxes. Such a beautiful campus.
Yeah.
It's UCLA like that too?
UCLA's in Brentwood. The prettiest one in California is Pepperdine, which is in Malibu.
That's right on the ocean, right?
It's right on the ocean.
That's stealing. That's stealing.
Oh my God. The real estate, that campus is worth, it's literally, Google it. It's literally on the ocean. It's cliffs in Malibu, ocean, and it's Pepperdine's there.
Yeah, we drove by it one time and I was shocked that it was that close to I had no idea. But no,
it's right there.
CU Boulder reminded me of like Grandview UA, but if there were mountains, and it was like maybe 5 times bigger. Like it's a bigger city than that area, but a lot of the streets are very similar. So you have like these older houses. It's a nice neighborhood. There's a lot of cool stuff there. It's very walkable. And then the Flatirons are there, and you have this giant university that's also very accessible. Like everybody seemed like they were having a great time there.
Nice. When I remember them telling me when I was going to go there that like most of the kids who go there don't go to class on Friday so they can go ski. Like they work their schedules so that it's Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday. But nobody does the Friday classes, so they go ski. Like half that population goes to ski on Fridays.
I can't say that I blame them. Makes sense. Yeah. All right. Well, Bo, it was good talking about the West. We'll enjoy listening to you today coming up 3 hours. I'm assuming you guys are doing another preview of one of the NFL divisions, or did you get through that?
That's right. Yeah, we got 2-a-days. We're in the AFC East now. It's funny, guys, like some of these rosters that you think they're the way that they are, and then you start to get into it and you realize that they're not. Like some of these teams are just really bad. And so, yeah, we got AFC East today. We're digging in on that. And then we've got, what else? It's a first Friday. Good Lord.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I'm dealing with a cold somehow. I don't even know how in August you have a cold. So it's probably going to be Granddad's old cough medicine for your Uncle Bo today.
Sounds good. Always makes it a good show. We'll be tuning in. Thanks, Bo. We appreciate it.
All right, boys. Take care.
There you go. It's buzzer time. Let's do it.
Shove it down your throat. It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
There's a big report out about Major League Baseball. They are close to being done to their new set of media right deals per this report. More updates will be coming, I'm sure, throughout the day, but it essentially looks like Apple TV is done with Major League Baseball. NBC and Peacock are moving in to get some of that. ESPN is buying MLB TV, and Netflix is getting the home run derby. So just prepare.
What did you
yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Didn't ESPN just dump Major League Baseball?
Yes, they did. They're dumping like the Sunday night baseball thing, but now they're going to buy MLB TV, I guess similar to their deal with NFL Network. They're trying to do, I don't know.
I don't know where to find it.
Oh, good news. Major League Baseball, one of the things they've been really good at is making sure their games are accessible for everyone.
Yeah, well.
So this won't hurt at all. Or it's like, this feels like the RSN's part 2, right? Where like everything is behind a paywall and everything you want to watch, you got to have 9 different apps. So yeah, Major League Baseball getting
Bring
with the times
cable
on
back.
Free
cable.
Yeah, well, it was never free, but I get what you're saying. I'm with you on that. All right, that's it for us. Bishop and Friends coming up next. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still monitoring that crash that caused actually a ramp closure for folks over in Gahanna and north of the airport. 270, that southbound ramp to 62 eastbound. All lanes still closed this morning and have been for at least an hour or so. A good detour just to keep in mind. I know a lot of people take this route. Take 270 southbound instead to North Hamilton Road. That's that first exit after that ramp closure. That will take you to 317 in that westbound direction and hopping you back on US 62. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic. Make it a great day.
Men, the summer is here. Longer days, warmer nights, and romance in the air. Intimate dinners, walks on the beach, dancing in the moonlight. But if you have erectile dysfunction, you know it can ruin romance, both for you and the one you love. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you have ED, don't let another summer go by without getting treated. Because intimacy is one of the greatest things in life. And fear of not being able to perform should not be something you have to deal with. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts. We've successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Our protocols work when others don't, and we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. You could even last up to an hour or more and perform like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
The dog days are the best days to save at Coughlin Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% financing on any new Kia EV, Sportage, or Sorrento, or 1.9% on a new 25 Seltos or K5. Visit CoughlinKia.com.
Based on January to December 2024 retail sales at all 4 locations. 0% for 48 months equals $2,883 per 1,000 financed. 1.9% for 48 months equals $2,165 per 1,000 financed. All manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Dealer financing required. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for details. Ends 9/2/25.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone, and I've got a public service announcement for your taste buds. The legendary Sanders Bumpy Cake is finally here in Ohio. Yes, that Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. Rich devil's food cake topped with smooth buttercream bumps and smothered in thick chocolatey fudge. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. It's the dessert you didn't know you needed until now. Perfect for your next barbecue, tailgate, or a family function. And if you've never had one of these, well, trust me, once you try it, you're going to be hooked. Grab your Sanders Bumpy Cake today at Kroger or Meijer and taste what the hype's all about.
At CME, many of our team members are certified financial counselors, trained to help you budget smarter, tackle debt, and build a plan for your financial goals. They offer free confidential support exclusively for CME members with real-world guidance. Whether you're starting from scratch or need a plan for a specific financial journey, our counselors are here to help. No judgment, just support. Let's move forward together. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit cmefcu.org for additional details.
The trash talk, the bad trade requests, the horrible reaches on draft picks. It's fantasy football time, and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is giving you a chance to hold your fantasy draft in a fantasy location. On August 24th, host your fantasy draft party at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook, which will include a $100 dining credit, draft board, and swag. Visit 971thefan.com and sign up for your fantasy draft party package. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for help.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. When was the last time you hopped out of bed without that knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without groaning step by step? Hey, that was me. And I had to deal with that from all the years of playing football. But I went and saw my friends over at QC Kinetics, and it disappeared. I didn't have to tough it out anymore. Call over QC Kinetics with Dr. Wolkoff and get your free consultation. It's regenerative medicine, folks. There are thousands of patients who will tell you that they wish they would have done it sooner, just like I did. I'm glad I did, and my experience was tremendous. You go in, you have a consult, they lay out the plan, they talk about it. It's no pills, it's no scalpels. It's just your own body's biologics treating you and helping heal you. So find out if you're a good candidate. Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices all around Central Ohio, so be sure to go and check them out.
My name is Georgios Tsetis. I'm the co-founder of Nutrafol. My hair started thinning in my early 20s. I tried everything, and nothing was really working. So we created Nutrafol. Our hair growth supplements undergo clinical trials and have helped millions of men and women get visibly thicker and stronger hair in just 3 to 6 months.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com. That's Nutrafol.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS